to it. Undeafening in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, F1.
You did count a little quickly.
What do you mean I counted quick? Shut the fuck up. Also, I've been counting and oh god, I gave one. I can hear Jesus. I can hear myself. I counted with Ryder, but I was ahead. So blame Ryder.
No, I'm blaming you.
Fuck off. Suck my ass. Okay, I gotta close the stream. Well, actually, I'll just tab out so I can't see the stream so I can give you the view. I'm not giving Cap a view though because he sucks ass.
I'll give both of you one. I don't shut up 7-Eleven.
All right.
Mute the tab, don't mute the stream.
Yep.
What?
That's how it works. You have to mute the tab, don't mute the stream. Because otherwise it won't count as a view. It doesn't count as a view unless the stream has got volume.
Also, Kayla, not that it applies to you, but at level 4, if you turn into a creature, you can turn into a creature that can swim now.
Be a dolphin.
You could.
All right.
Oh my god. I'm watching Cheryl's stream and someone just did a thing in her chat.
That being?
Elaborate.
Yeah, ban that person. Sorry, no, I just saw that on the other screen.
Man.
Yeah, it
Ew,
was
she doesn't have shaders.
You can't tell that and not say what. Tell us.
Oh, it was a massive dong.
What?
Like
using
the
ASCII art.
Yeah.
Oh.
Classic.
It was a massive
classic
dong.
Twitch.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I would have laughed. I know, Ryder, you probably would have banned it if it happened in my chat, but I would have just started laughing.
Alright.
That's great. So do we level up now, Ryder, or
no,
are we,
not yet.
what's the deal? Okay. That's why I was confused. I was like, I don't remember being told.
Not yet. Once you return to castle and officially hand in quest.
Okay.
And then we'll get a walkthrough and have a little.
Yep. Level 4
Wait,
is
this...
big level up landmark. That's not
is
the word I wanted,
level
but
up
whatever.
in this game?
What was that?
Milestone?
Yeah, is this
Milestone.
the first level up in this game? Because did we start at level 2 or level 3?
No, we started off at level 1.
Yeah, you guys should currently be level 3.
I feel so lost.
We started off at 1 because I was so new at D&D and so was H, so we started off at 1.
Yeah.
They grow up so
But no,
fast.
we've leveled up twice.
Yeah. So, who remembers what happened last time?
We killed a werewolf.
Wolfware.
Wolfware, yeah. We killed a wolfware.
A wereman.
Yes, I guess. Anyway, basically, we came to this town to get rid of a monster because it's been attacking the peoples that have gone missing. And we investigated. We found out that it was a wolfware who was an elven bard person. And to put it simply, we massacred them.
Mm-hmm. Started running away and you slaughtered the boy.
I wasn't gonna leave.
Not something I wanted to do, I'd like to add. I was...
No mercy.
No mercy.
Well, here's the thing. If we're against the Slavran Moor, and he was a cultist, basically, of the Slavran Moor, you know?
Oh, as much as a cultist as a wolf can be.
Yeah, but he was a servant of it. Because, like, that's it. The whole curse thing is from a perversion of the blessing of the cunning pack, you know?
Yeah, but the curse can be lifted.
I mean,
Can you lift it?
A lot, but it can be.
We can lift it with swords and magic and fire.
Curse lifted with force.
Guitar riff that plays in the background.
Yeah, that is indeed what happened. And as reward for that, you were given a pouch of 100 gold, as well as free room and board in Heraldsby for basically however long you wish to stay there.
I want to say one next. I want to go back to my wife.
Wait,
Yeah.
so we can stay here for the rest of our lives?
Yeah, you could.
I'll see you guys later.
Just become like a bunch of huntsmen.
We literally saved their lives, so like, yeah, we can stay here as long as we want.
You're the
Bring
town
Elodia
heroes.
over here. Let's all
Like,
just
I mean,
stay here for the rest of our lives.
If you wanted, they would probably build a house for you. Like,
Oh my!
Oh,
I want it to be made out of pure gold.
my God.
yeah, no, they're not gonna do that.
They'll make it do. Don't worry. I believe in their abilities.
Guys, look, it's me.
Wait.
In the group chat.
Oh my God.
no. Thanks.
I love those comics. The fucking nerd and jock comics. I love them.
Same.
Right. Yeah, so, you guys spent the night partying, as does the rest of town, and eventually you call it a night, probably in, like, the late hours, and, wake up, after, like, getting a full night's rest, so everyone, should be back up to full HP
Sleep.
and have all their resources back.
I sleep in the bed of the guy. In his bed.
Oh my fucking.
Alright, yeah.
Also, is there anything in? Did he leave anything in this room?
He
I
had
search it. I guess.
a long sword.
It's very long and it's swordy. Yes.
Can we sell it?
You could. Though, Frank, make an Arcana
I
check.
would like a melee thing. Just if you would rather give it to me.
Arcana, you say.
It's a long sword. It's huge.
So,
Alright, that's a +1 longsword, my guy.
It's a +1 longsword.
Means it's magic.
It's a magic sword.
do
Maybe
the
it can
magic
shrink.
question me. I need a melee weapon.
You want a longsword?
I just want a melee weapon. I don't care what.
I
Let's get it
I-
down.
I want to know,
Also,
is
you're
it
going
possible
robot
for me to
mode.
transfer the
robot.
+1 onto Loggy?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Astra.
I already have a long sword. I didn't realize.
Oh, I
Hey,
give
you're
it to.
going,
I give it
you're
to.
going
Steampunk.
robot.
What do you mean I'm
Thank
going robot?
Going ghost.
Your microphone's going like.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, I think.
Long sword.
Yeah, I'll give it. I'll give it to Steampunk because he uses melee more than anyone else except me. Which doesn't make
I
sense
don't
since I'm a
non-magic.
spellcaster.
Wait, now that I think about it, I think Frank's the only melee fighter. Only frontline.
Which is horrible
I-
considering I'm a
I-
sorcerer.
Yes.
Maybe
I mean, I
I
have
should
no
keep
idea.
it.
But yeah, you guys get to decide who gets it. So, fight over it. Tear the party apart over this sword. You have my permission.
I mean, to be honest, I have Loggy, so
But I give it to Alodia as a present. That's what I vote.
we
What-
already
what
determined that she has a
Weapon does
+1
Elodia
sword.
even use?
Oh, does she? Done.
Yeah, she has a +1 longsword, I think.
Give it to.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, she does have a +1 longsword.
Give it to
Crazy
Oswald.
girl. Yeah, have some. Give it to Hash.
Give it to Oswald.
No, we're not give. Yeah, we should give it to
Kitty cat.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, to Temmie's husband.
Yes. The Tammy's husband. He
Where is
fought
he?
a hard battle. He tried to
Tag.
protect the town. He
All right,
deserves
yeah.
Tag.
So,
Tag.
after waking up, you guys go out, leaving the
Oh,
tavern.
it's still dead.
And-
it.
Well, yeah. And you see Tag is out there skinning the wolf.
Tag, in
your
recognition
eyes-
of your
About
ability.
your eyes, Astra.
I'm
Tag,
gonna
in
hide
rec-
like behind.
Hearing you, he like kind of turns around and says, "Oh, good morning to you."
In the name of Lady Astra, we present you this this glorious sword, a magical sword for you to protect this town. Since
Hell
you
He now has the sword in the
since
picture.
you have proven to be
Look at
a
him.
mighty warrior, and you have protected this town.
I-
Sword.
Yeah, so like you hand him the sword and he takes it, and he seems surprised that you're giving this to him, and he says, "Well, you all did more to protect this town than I did, but," kind of looks it over and says, "I'm not one to refuse gifts." And yeah, he does the pose in the picture. And he'll say,
He does the thing.
yeah, he does the thing. Gonna need to make a scabbard for that. And he'll kind of look down at the dead wolfware, and he'll say, "Now I've been collecting parts from this, and I want you all to have some." As he is going to, as I find the ingredient list from the wolfware. It's not there. What have I done? Okay.
Are we gonna make our own
Oh, no.
wolfware?
Build your own
Oh, God.
wolfware.
Battery's not included.
Taxidermy.
Tag,
put it-
just
we-
promise
no.
me.
We stuff it in steampunk and make it like FNAF.
Yeah. Give it some good old
Oh, God.
taxidermy. Where the oh, there it is.
Just promise me, Tag,
I
that there will
archived
always
this
be a
shit.
place in your homes and in your hearts for us.
Don't say homes, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, just
Specifically, right next to
kick
the
down the door.
fireplace.
He will hand you a wolf pelt. It is low grade, and counts as a hide, as well as a few other things.
So what is it? So one
Yeah.
hide, low grade.
Okay, yeah. Wolf pelt, hide, low grade. I'll actually just type it out for you.
Why is it hiding?
Why does it hide?
Is he giving it to each of us or just? one of us?
This is to the group.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the bag of holding, and anyone can take it as
Okay.
they need it.
Okay, and let's see.
I would say we're gonna need it for fucking rituals and shit. Is it rituals or like health stuff? Like
Rituals,
potions?
crafting.
To make hide armor.
Yep.
Once this this grocery thing arrives, by the way, I will duck off just to make the soup, but I literally just need to dump it and leave it on the stove, so I won't be gone long.
You get the following. You get the wolf pelt. It's a hide that counts as a low grade. You get some wolf claws, 4 pairs of them, or not pairs, but I guess 2 pairs of them, 4 claws. That counts as creature essence in terms of ingredients and is also low grade. You get a wolfware heart, which counts as a monster essence that is medium grade. You get a wolfware, and finally you get wolfware vocal cords, which is a psychotropic and a stimulant. and counts as medium grade.
So just to confirm, one of everything but the wolf claws, which is 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
should have
cool.
written ×4 there, but yeah,
No.
you get ×4 wolf
Cool.
claws.
It's all in the bag of holding if anyone needs any of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he says, since you killed it, I figure this all belongs to you. And then, of course, if you need, I'm a bit of a tailor, so if you want that hide turned into something, I could. Though it would take a couple days.
I love him. Sorry, off
Hey.
topic, but I love him.
Do you have a wife? Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Just checking.
I start a
Kind of.
harem.
He like raises an eyebrow, like, okay. All right. And like, yeah, he starts like, you know, as he starts cutting away the meat on the wolf.
Oh fucking hell, right?
What? Like, he's a huntsman. This is literally his job. No part goes to waste. And yeah, he'll say, now, of course, if you want, you can also take some of this meat here. Pretty good eating, I'd say.
Frank immediately grabs some.
Yeah, you take some raw wolf meat.
I still have fucking muffins and bread loaves galore, so I'm good.
Yeah, the meat is, of course, like a little bloody, but...
Ugh. Astra's horrified. I'd just like to say, Astra is like horrified.
It's like, on
She
the one
wasn't
hand,
letting
you
me
understand, but
go.
on the second hand, you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
yeah,
a car
once
crash.
he's done, he kind of goes over to the river and kind of like washes his like paws and stuff, so
He
that they're
starts
clean.
licking himself.
Yeah.
Astra's now vegetarian.
Okay.
Figured she
Astra's
already
vegetarian.
was.
What, from the beginning? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, probably.
And
How
yeah.
many wolf meats do I have, by the way?
one ration's worth, basically. Which is like, you basically got like 3 meals
A
worth
steak.
of wolf meat.
Go and ask the barkeep for more food, you'll probably get more.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably have the barkeep cook the meat for you.
Yeah.
Barkeep!
I was sitting
Can
there
you-
as soon as I said you can ask the barkeep. I was waiting for his token to just disappear into the house.
Yeah.
Absolutely did that.
All right.
Barkeep, I have a
I'm
question.
gonna give Tad a pat before I go.
All
'cause
right.
I
Yeah,
like patting
he
him.
purs a little bit.
Oh,
I'm gonna
thank
shake his
you.
hand.
Yeah, he'll
My
shake your
claw.
hand, and he said, "Good fighting."
Thank you, you too. Okay, bye.
Nods in solidarity. Yeah, Frank, you rush back into the tavern to talk to Harold, and he'll say, "Ah, you're back." And seeing
Hi.
the slabs
I
of meat you
bang the
have,
meat. I bang the meat onto the bar.
yeah, there's a bit of a wet squish
you-
as you do that.
Ew. Oh my
Uh,
god, I hate everything about
yeah.
it.
He'll like
I
look
just
down
have
at
to
it, and he
say.
said, "I'm guessing you want to have this for breakfast, then."
Actually, yeah.
All right. He'll like take the meat and he'll kind of start cooking it.
What a good man.
And like, yeah, like, you know, like sometime later, he'll come back, he'll finish, and yeah, he like kind of prepares a plate, puts the meat on, and we'll ask, anything else you want to have? We got eggs, some cheese, as he kind of like points at the wheel of cheese over there.
Ooh.
My wife baked that pie
So?
last night.
What, before the murder, or like before the
During the celebration.
During the fight, she was just making a pie.
There's just
everyone's, like,
fights in
running
the
through, like,
background.
she's slowed, so she's just like very slowly baking this pie.
Oh dear. Oh me. This'll calm him down.
Take this pie. She like throws it, but she's slow, so it just.
No, I'm alright. I just need the meat.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he presents you the finished meat.
Does food benefit at all, other than like needing to eat every day?
Not really. Not unless you have like the cook feat.
I would like.
Ice is stuck at the bottom.
This is gonna be great.
He gives you a glass of water after the ice is stuck at the bottom.
I'm going to season the meat, like garnish it a little, after he gives it to me, with some wolfsbane.
Oh, God.
Doesn't it look pretty? This will keep the wolf wares away, and it looks pretty now.
Fuck, hold on.
I eat.
Hold on, let me see
Why do
if
you
this
do
man
this to yourself?
recognizes that and is going to prevent you from killing yourself.
You know what? I'm not helping him anymore, so
Ooh, he
I'm going to
doesn't
fucking
recognize
look
it.
at the pie.
He doesn't recognize the wolfsbane.
No, he's not a
I
botanist.
hope you die at this point, Frank. I hope you die.
We just started.
I have. You know what? It's not in character for me to try and prevent myself from eating poison. So.
All right. You know, someone in my chat just kind of made a good point. Said, cooking is alchemy because it uses chemical reactions to change one thing into another. For all those who want to learn alchemy, just learn cooking. That's actually a good point. You know what?
A good point.
Astra, if you wanted to, you could flavor your apothecary stuff as food.
What?
Yeah. Does it just make sense?
Please, sorry, no, my brain is dead. Explain in English, please, because you said like 2 words I don't know.
Okay, alchemy. The mixing
Yes.
of ingredients to make
Potions, and making
things
that,
and
yeah.
potions and elixirs and that shit. Someone in my chat just made a good point that cooking is just a form of alchemy.
So I can be a baker, is what you're telling
Yeah,
me.
you can flavor your like healing
Cool.
potions and stuff
I'm-
as food if you wanted to.
I'm 1,000,000% being a baker, like
All
the
right,
cat
yeah,
lady.
nice.
You're gonna make like a healing muffin.
Thank you, Electrodon.
Healing muffin.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. Also, thanks for the follow. Anyways, okay, Frank, do you take a bite of the wolfsbane meat?
Of course I do, because I don't know
Should I stop him
anything.
or not?
I need you to make.
Please stop him.
I need you to make a
Can I
saving
try
throw.
and stop him? Can I try and stop him?
Yes. You are a druid,
hate
so you immediately recognize wolfsbane.
You're gonna poison
Why
yourself
can't I
and
just
die.
kill myself?
I want to play my backup character.
I don't
You're like the
actually have a
muffin
backup
from the
character.
SDF movie.
like,
What did you say,
Somebody
Astra?
kill me!
It's poison. You're going to die if you eat that.
How poisonous?
Like, you will die if you eat that.
Oh.
yeah, even just a
Astra's
small
sick
amount
and
is
dying. You
very
know what?
bad for you.
For this one game, she's
You
gonna be a
know-
bitch because I'm sick.
You know what? That
Astra has
actually makes a
woken
lot
up
of
with the
sense.
sniffles.
See, that guy, he was allergic to the wolfsbane, so it makes sense that I'm allergic to it too,
Yeah.
because I'm strong and he
Frank.
was pretty strong as well. And we're
Man,
both
I thought you were
musician
gonna draw
babes.
the conclusion that like you two are a werewolf or wolfware.
No, we're both musicians. Same thing.
But Frank,
Ah,
what if you like genuinely believe that you were a werewolf now because you got into a fight with him and you just like at night you're like, no, I must leave. I must get away from you because I'm going
Oh,
to
no.
turn.
On every full moon, Frank turns into a bard.
No, I'm intelligent enough to know that I'm not going to turn into a werewolf. But I do like the idea of turning into a bard. Hell yeah.
I take back my level in bard.
He starts just playing music.
It's going down. We must head back before I cry.
All
Here,
right,
Frank,
yeah.
I'll take it off your hands and I'll eat it.
Oh, alright. Here you go.
Alright, I'm gonna make a strength roll of
You
fling it out the window.
Oh. You are actually like resistant to poison, so it doesn't
Yeah.
affect you as much, but it'd still be bad.
I can't eat anyway.
We should have.
I literally don't have a mouth.
And like used it in case we come across another one. We could have left the meat there, and they would have eaten it and died. You fucking morons.
Well, I mean, the window's not open. It just slammed on it.
I mean, the window can be open.
It got stuck.
Splat.
Yeah, I'll roll a d2. Can I roll a d2?
Yeah.
Yes.
/R space 1d2.
Just keep it, and then we can. If we come across another
Alright,
werewolf,
it's
we can
closed.
fucking trap them.
All right. The
Alright,
wolfsbane
I'm
meat
gonna go
splats
pick it
against the
up.
window.
I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna put it in the bag of holding for later in case we fucking come across another one. Okay.
All right.
Here, wolf, eat
one.
this. It'll make you feel real good.
No, we leave it on the ground, and then the wolf comes in. You fucking God, my head. It already
Poison
hurts.
bait. I understand.
Yes, thank you, Ryder.
Alright, yeah,
you
so-
have a brain.
After Harold prepares another slab of unseasoned meat for Frank, which then does not get wolf-baned, Frank eats his meal, and what do you guys do? You notice that these two still playing cards.
Oswald's my favorite.
They look tired
I'm going
as well.
to. How much are they betting?
At this point, they're not actually betting any money.
Oh, okay.
But
Aw.
from the look
I
of
would
things, it
just went
seems
in.
Oswald just won a hand
Hey.
and has a
He's a
like
changed man.
smug look on his face.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna give Oswald money, so he could do.
Oswald,
So
that's
he
not a
can
poker
continue
face.
betting.
I would have joined in and bet as well. Have some fun. Why not?
All right.
So,
Astra's a loose cannon today.
What do
can
you
I
guys
say?
do?
Well, I think we should head back to the Care Morgan and you know and turn in the quest.
Oh yeah.
That's what I think.
Go back to the Witchers.
Aye.
All right.
so long,
Oh, I'm
everyone.
turning into a pirate
Yeah,
again.
so
oh
you guys
no.
say your
By the
goodbyes.
way, I'm gonna say bye to Tad and give him another pet because I
Nah,
love
what
him.
you should do is just recruit Tag.
Can we?
I mean, you can try.
We have a proposition for you, Tag.
Sorry,
you
I
have proven. You
I
have
don't
proven
swing
yourself
that
to be-
way. No. And he kind of like looked to you. And like yeah,
Would they
by
even
this
let
point,
us bring him into the thing?
what?
Would they even let us bring him into like our whatever I forgot the cunning pack, whatever it is? Is the cunning pack the bad one or us? I don't remember.
Cunning pack
We're
is
the
you
cunning
guys.
pack.
Yeah.
Okay, my
Yeah,
head
they
hurts.
let anyone join. They take volunteers.
We got allowed in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we had a
Somehow.
recommendation from someone who's been there for a while.
You had a recommendation from Elodia. That's how you got into
Yeah.
the university.
Yeah. Makes no sense. And he has
Yeah, we got
our
a scholarship in
recommendation.
Elodia.
We got a referral. We had a lady on our resume. Okay. And we guys
Wait.
got it.
Well, I'm gonna say to Tag, you know, if you ever want to prove yourself as a true huntsman,
Oh my fucking god.
you should come and join us. Yeah.
Join you? You mean
Yeah.
join the cunning pack?
Yeah. I mean, me and Steampunk here, we're volunteers. Turns out she's a criminal. We didn't understand that until, like,
I'm
just
gonna
then.
glare at him.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna.
But the rest of us are volunteers.
Ed kind of like glances at Astra, but like Astra, you know, he doesn't really seem to care. He's like, oh, didn't realize that. Makes sense. From he like nods his head in understanding, like, huh, that makes sense. I've heard some things about the cunning pack.
Wow. What is this, like, hostility towards me?
He's
all
not
of
hostile.
them?
He's just indifferent towards that.
No, but it's like, oh yeah, the cunning pack, of course. Like,
Yes.
fucking hell.
It's like he recalls, like at the end of the day, how many members of the cunning pack get their start. But it's like, still heroes to me.
And you can be one of those heroes too. Persuasion check.
Ooh, that was pretty good.
Can we
Astra, are you
all
gonna
do
bless him
persuasion?
or guidance him?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Go ahead. Ooh, all right. That makes it past the DC. Okay.
We're gonna find him a wife.
He'll like, he'll kind of like think for a bit. He kind of like looks towards the. By this point, it's now just mostly a skeleton because he's removed most of the meat, and kind of like looks at it and he'll say, "I'll admit, what happened last night was absolutely terrifying, but
It's a little fun.
yeah, but it was." Probably never felt a rush like that in my life.
And that's how it
I've heard.
starts.
Like, and I'll admit, I was afraid during that fight. I felt like I wasn't really doing much, but perhaps I can learn how to fight creatures like this better, so that I can protect this place. And he'll nod his head and say, he'll like look to you through and say, "All right, I'm game."
I thought you said
Excellent.
I'm gay. I thought you straight up
No.
said I'm gay, and I was like, whoa, okay.
All right, I'm gay. No.
However, I should raise the point. We're gonna have to wait a year before he can join us.
Not actually.
Well,
We can
I
still
don't
play.
think.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't think
yeah,
he's
he would
gonna
have to go
join
through like
us
the training,
specifically.
but he would
Yeah.
still be at the place, and you can interact with him whenever you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess in that case, he'll kind of, he'll go into his house. And,
Oh, he has to go say bye to everyone. Oh, God.
he'll like go into his house and start
He
like
can
gathering
still
his
visit.
things. And it's like, yeah,
We
Frank.
didn't have a home. Frank, stop. Frank, what
follows.
are you doing?
Yeah, he doesn't
Frank
stop you from
says
entering
this-
his house. He starts like gathering his things, so like, you know, the stuff on this barrel, like he has like some rope, a long bow, some daggers, and like a dagger and a hand axe. Kind of like goes
He's
over.
just like me.
Yeah, he like goes over this bookshelf and takes a few things.
We have a place. Wait, no, now we have two fairies and we have two of you. We're fucking great, man. We're solid now.
Except I don't think he has my sheer bulk.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. He'll like go into a room and like he gathers like a water skin, a lantern, some like parchments, and starts. I guess he pretty much just like lifts up his foot locker, and like stuffs it into his
Steampunk.
backpack.
We anchor. Set sail for Carmorian.
Yeah. And then like, yeah, he'll actually like, you know, say his goodbyes to everybody.
Don't make us hear it, because I don't get all sad.
All right, yeah. As like, yeah, you know, it they all seem understanding. This seems to have been an inspirational moment for Tag, and they understand his reasons for joining. And like after some hugs and firm handshakes and head nods of acknowledgement, he'll return to you guys and say, "All right. I know there's a castle that the Cunning Pack owns, but I've never actually been that far up north here. So lead the way."
Where's our
To
boat?
the
by
boat!
way?
Adventure!
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 New party
Riding, you need
member.
to
And
make
now we
looking for
now
a
this is
boat.
Ryder's character.
We do
This
need
is
to
now
take
my
a
GM
break.
PC.
Well, Alodia also is, don't forget.
She's
True.
higher level than
Technically-
you guys, so that would kind of skew things.
Yeah.
But this guy would be more around your guys' level. So actually, he would be below your level. But
Oh, it's so cute.
I'm gonna go get Timmy.
Also, I played music throughout the parting
Yeah.
theme song.
as you depart, Frank plays his lute, and hold on. There we go. Excellent.
I get Timmy, but I don't.
All right. So, you guys leave the village and make the day-long journey upriver, following the well-beaten path. As could I have someone roll perception checks? And if you wish to gather any ingredients during the journey, you may attempt a survival check. Because you have Tag with you, he's a huntsman, so during this journey, he will kind of gather food for you guys to eat. So you don't use up any rations.
I love him. Haven't said that yet. I love him.
Okay, let's see. We had a 15.
Tammy's husband is
6.
amazing.
Okay. So, Astra, during the journey, you keep an eye out on your surroundings. Make sure there's no like wolfware attacks or anything. And the journey passes by quite peacefully. Let's see. Frank, with that 8 in survival, you spend some time. You go out hunting with Tag during this time for like some game, some small game, and you fail miserably at it. Tag tries to show you a few pointers, but unfortunately, you don't have those class levels.
I just don't understand it.
No, you hold the bow like this.
Like this, wielding it like a sword.
Yeah. You hold it sideways like a fucking gun.
And they start
no.
strumming it like a guitar.
But the day passes by peacefully, and eventually you guys make it back to Vagaborder. So,
Honey, we're home.
We're just gonna like get every NPC to join the Cunning Pack. We're gonna be like the
new quest: recruit at least one NPC in each town.
we do it, you know we would.
All right.
Here's my question though. Does recruiting a new member like increase our influence over the organization?
Not necessarily over the organization, but like yeah, it does, I guess, increase your rep with them. But yeah, you guys make it to here. As you approach, the gate, the portcullis is closed, as a man kind of leans over the crenulations. I think that's the word for like these up and down things on the castle wall. I'm probably wrong on that. It's been a while since I've learned about castle design. And yeah, he kind of sends out a hail as he's like, "Ho there! I see you guys are back. How'd the hunt
Can I
go?"
fly up to him?
Yeah, you fly
Very
up to him.
successful.
Yeah,
Good,
we were
good.
very successful. I thought if I come closer, you don't have to yell.
Unfortunately, steampunk cannot fly.
Can I try and lift steampunk?
Steampunk.
Good luck with
would
that.
be Steampunk. Frank tries to lift you. The key word there is try.
Fairy peck.
Yeah, you guys would know this guy as Brandir. He's one of the wall watchmen. He and his like quintuplets, brothers. Just like if you just look about the walls, you'll see like 5 tokens are the same. We'll just say canonically that is true.
Question, interrupt a little bit. Guys, if we had a name for the three of our, like our group with the three of us, what would it be?
That is a
No
good
particular
question.
reason.
Ah, fuck.
You can think on it.
I think that's spitting.
Oh fuck! You want me to call it oh fuck?
Hell yeah.
Ah, it's the O-Fucks.
You know what?
Not oh fuck!
Nani? I have heard of you, O-Fucks. Finally, we've met.
I
The
called
villain,
that
like-
because
It's a goblin
I
word.
called
you
that
see.
because
Means honorable.
we say it a lot, and because when people see us, they say it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Like, they
It's
always
like
underestimate,
in,
like, the party of, like,
Home.
a cat, a train man, and 2 fairies. But yeah, Brandir will say, "Hold up, let me get the gate for you." As like, yeah, he starts turning the wheels here, with some grunts as the portcullis raises, allowing
Can
you
I help
entry
him?
into the place. Make perception checks, everybody.
Ooh.
Boop. Good
Hold on,
14.
I'll give everyone thingies. Perception, and then...
Because that's the way. We
two,
like
6,
it.
14, 20. Ooh, okay. 7.
Taylor got 22.
17, 22. Okay, so, and you know what? I'll have Tag make one as well. Now I need to actually make an individual, like, sheet for Tag.
The second time we've had to do this. Sucks for you. Anyway.
No,
mean, at least
I've
Tag
just
will
been
be
using, like, a
doing his
generic,
training.
like, NPC huntsman sheet for Tag, but now I'm gonna have to, like, actually make him his own sheet. But, as he has now become a named NPC, he's been upgraded. Okay, so,
We brought him alive.
Astra, Steampunk, and Tag, you notice, back down the way you came, you see a group of people approaching. Of 1, 2, 3, 4, of 8 people approaching the castle as well. As you like kind of wait for the portcullis to raise. And then, like, yeah, Brander kind of like, come on in.
In we
And
go.
he'll say, Sir Gorthern and the other alphas have been waiting for your return. And then, like, yeah, as you guys pass under the gatehouse, you kind of hear the voice of Brander kind of call out to, like, the new coming group and says, "Hail, what brings you here?" As you guys, his voice kind of fades away as you enter. All right, so. Follow bot. Hell
Whoops.
yeah, dude. Get out of here.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. Alright. Oh, I should turn the tavern music off. What's some appropriate music for here? Have any castle
Witcher
music?
music.
Witcher music.
Ryder.
What was that?
With question for you. With tokens, do they have to be round or can you make them square?
I prefer round, but they can be square.
It's for the boat. So is square okay?
Yeah. Like vehicles and
make more
stuff,
sense for
square would
square.
make sense.
Are you? Please tell me you're getting a token made.
No, I'm just photoshopping a really bad one.
Oh, okay.
I have no money, Hage. I can't even afford food, let alone
I don't
fucking
know.
getting a token made. If you want to pay for it, go for it.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Shut the fuck
Oh, look at us moving in unison.
Yeah.
On the boat.
It's kind of off-putting.
Yeah, so you guys make it in return to the castle as Hag kind of stands there awkwardly, not sure what to do. As you approach, you see 3 people. You see Sir Gorthairn, or Sire Gorthairn and Elodia, 2 you recognize, but you also see someone that you don't recognize. A human
want to-
man.
I
with kinda
don't
like
care.
a-
I go straight up to Elodia and just like hug her neck.
And I go straight up to Gorthern, and I hold out my hand to do the predator thing.
the predator handshake.
Yeah.
He accepts it as he'll say, "Welcome back, you 3," and he kind of acknowledges Tag. I see you've brought another with you. As I think at this point, Tag will kind of step forward and will say, I come from Heraldsby. Your wolves here helped save my town, and it inspired me. I wish to join."
Wolves, you flatter us, Tag.
In other words, we're inspirational.
Yeah. Gorthairn kind of nods his head as, as Astra flies up to Elodia. Astra will say, "It's good to see that you come back unscathed."
Astra will say that, will she?
Or Elodia will say that. My bad. I was looking at your token, that's why.
Shit. I'm just giving you shit.
Did you say something, Astra?
Huh? Oh, I'm sick. Sorry, my head isn't here.
Yeah, it's all good.
Don't expect a lot from me. I don't know why you
Yeah.
even try.
Gorthairn will say, "Well, you're welcome to join the Cunning Pack." And then, Tag kind of names himself. My name's Tag. Looking forward to working with you." As Sire Gorthairn will say, "Rather convenient that you arrived today, as we also have another batch of new recruits coming in."
It's not gonna
How
join it.
quaint!
Yeah. How quaint. But before they arrive, he looks to you 3, Astra, Frank, and Steampunk, and he will say, "You have completed your first mission. Tell me.
You have now leveled up.
Tell me." And he'll kind of go straight into business mode. "Give me your report."
Hey, you'll be the best at this. Your character would be the best at that.
Alright, let me recount.
And this song I picked is kind of
We
foreboding.
figured out it was wolfware. We ended up tracking it down and killing
Yeah.
it.
Trying to figure out how to word it. What's the place called again?
Heraldsby. Or Herald's Village, literally.
The creature stalking Harold's village ended up being a wolfware disguised as a bard. He ended up surprise attacking us while we were off our guard. But with the help of Tag and a few other villagers, we managed to subdue the creature.
Yeah. The sire nods his head. He'll say, dangerous, involving the villagers, but as you give fill him in on the details, give him further details, he'll kind of nod his head in understanding. Given the circumstances, perhaps unavoidable. And he will turn to you. He'll kind
I
of
will also say,
Yeah.
in response to the dangerous thing, I'll just say, I also made sure to keep the villagers' health well. I can't do words. Health.
Yeah.
Also,
healthy,
help them.
out of harm.
Yeah.
Also, if anyone's gonna be blamed for the fact that, for something like that, it's me, because I was doing the investigations using musics and whatnot.
Yeah.
I also told you to throw a cup at him. Probably also me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. So yeah, you guys give him you guys give him the synopsis of what happened last time, and yeah, he, you see that this guy is kind of has a parchment and quill out on this little board that he's carrying, a wooden board, and he seems to be writing down your guys' report. And yeah, the sire says, well, wolf wares are incredibly rare, even more rarer than werewolves, as you could imagine. But they are formidable foes, and for you to be able to deal with one such thing on your first task is commendable.
Question, sorry for the interrupt. Is it known that is wolf wares assumed to be the bad magic people, or do we have to tell him that, or
the Slavering Mall.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
if you want to mention the possible connection, you can.
well, I knew it was because I tested the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to mention.
Plus religion
All right, yeah.
checks.
So Ashra goes over her the blood testing and what that revealed, and Zargorthern will nod. Huh. I had an inkling when you said it was a wolf were. Wolf wares, like other lycanthropes, are the result of a curse. Though the difference is from who the curse originates. Werewolves are those cursed by the cunning mother, whereas the slavering maw, when in his corruptive nature and his want to, corrupt the creations of the cunning mother, twisted that same curse that the cunning mother created to affect beasts as well, particularly those beasts associated with our goddess. Though, the fact that you were able to confirm that this was a slavering curse brings a worrying thought to mind. As he'll
We've
say,
encountered a lot of Slavering Mall stuff recently.
Yeah, they already know about that stuff because I told Elodia. Should I give them the coal? I've still got the coal.
I believe you gave one to Elodia.
Okay, I did. Okay, I wasn't.
If I remember correctly, because you got multiple of them. I think you had 3 total.
Yeah, I think Cap took most of them. I just had one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had 4, I think, but I think I gave some.
Yeah, 3 or 4. By the way, that coal counts as monster essence, so medium grade.
Oh, I have 4 of them. Blighted coal.
Yeah,
is what
blighted
I've got
coal.
under.
Cap, you could have just sent it to the group. There you go, Ryder. There's that own fucking mobile.
Oh no. Oh no.
And if anyone wants to get art done, you can use that as a reference. don't
Beautiful.
worry.
Hold on, I need to save this. No, that does not go into my monster folder.
I
I'll
mean,
beg
Unless-
yeah.
Unless. All right,
Oh
we're gonna
god, we
animate
animate
object.
it.
Gonna animate object it.
That would be a monstrosity that would want to die, I think.
That just reminds me of actually, Ryder, that reminds me of Divinity Original Sin 2, the boat, the dragon boat, how it's alive.
Does this count as a large or huge thing? We'll go with large.
Cap, can you not make it like rectangle so it's just like you can have 2 squares? Can you do that? Like 2
I mean, I
crossway
can do
squares?
that.
Yeah, like make it like that. So then it's like perfect. Or
The
3 even.
program I was
Oh god.
using didn't have the ability.
That doesn't work out as well.
Well, that's what I mean. Hold on. I'll get rid of the transparency on this one because I made it square, but that's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, the program I use has limitations.
Yeah, I use
Yeah, fair
Token
enough.
Tool. That does either circles or squares.
Yeah, I was using the same thing.
Nice.
Okay, we'll see if this will like fit into the map a bit better.
Yeah,
I don't know
if you
it
do like
will.
some Photoshop,
Okay.
like thingamabombers, you can probably get it to fit better.
It's cropped out. Yeah. I'll get a frame on Google if you want a frame, but just check that it works
Yeah.
first.
It
so I
doesn't
don't
really need to
fucking
have
do
a
the
frame,
thing.
especially since it's like a vehicle.
Cool. We'll
No.
see if it fits.
But yeah.
Because yeah,
Uh,
it goes across 3 squares and that's perfect.
All right. After fully giving the report, Gorthairn will say to this man, Otter, I want you to gather a few of the wolves and search the island. Look for any signs of cult of the Slavering Maw. Find it worrying that a wolf wear was found on this island. As this man will... oh, you can already see his name. This man will nod his head, and by the way, here is his character art. Right there, that's Otter. Don't make fun of his name. He's a good boy. But, yeah, he'll, like, nod his head and say, "Of course, sire." And he'll kind of go off.
One
to-
day they'll be saying that to me, you know.
Yeah, one day he'll say that to me. He'll go
Is this
off.
a child?
What?
Is this a child?
No, that is a
Okay. 'cause
halfling.
I was gonna say, boyos, we've got 2 hot chicks, just FYI. Just,
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
so you know. I wanted to listen, after that fucking gnome girl, I wanted to make sure before saying it, alright?
Yeah, so, actually, now that you pointed that out, I have actually prepared sheets for all of the character art of everybody in this castle. So you
In
can
case
find
you
those.
decide to date them.
Yeah, in case you decide to date them.
Witcher dating sim.
Mhm. Yep. I mean, isn't that just The Witcher? But yeah, if you go to handouts, faction, cunning pack, and then members, you can find all of their character art. So that lady
Cool.
is Saxa. She is a ranger. And
Very
like, yeah,
Enemy.
yeah. And then the other one is this lady. That's Ragna. She's a druid, like you.
Ooh.
Different kind
Guilty of
druid, though.
murder.
Well, Kayla's radar's already gone off.
Murder? Just
He
like
probably
Alodia.
only murdered 1. A lady murdered 4, so that's sexier, sorry.
Mhm, that's 4 times as sexy. And yeah, after sending off Otter, Gorthairn will say, "Well, congratulations. You've passed the test of the wolf. You are now hereby wolves of the cunning pack." As
Oh!
Fireworks!
yeah,
Prestidigitation!
yeah. Frank, hearing your woos and prestidigitates, Barther over here will here's his character art. Look at this guy. He kind of leans back in his chair and raises his mug of ale and says, "Hey."
I'm gonna be honest. I thought he had a really tall top hat.
He beat him. He beat a person up.
Really? He looks like he'd be on weed.
I mean, who's to say he isn't?
Yeah, fair. Bad dose. Bad batch.
Mm-hmm. And
Do you guys see his the top hat? Because I see a top
Mm-hmm.
hat.
Yeah. He has a hat.
No, he sees it as a top hat. The back of the pole that he's standing near or whatever looks like his hat goes all the way up, like Doug Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome.
I didn't know the fuck.
Owner of the Domesdale Dimmadome. All right.
Where's Steve?
Where's Steve? You look around for a bathroom.
Steve, coming to a bathroom near you.
Yeah, Gorthan will say, from this moment forth, you're fully fledged members of the Cunning Pack. He'll kind of point to the board behind him. You may take requests from this board, and if any special requests come in that I think is worthy of your specific attention or skill set, I will bring it to your attention. And he will say that, remember, as new members of the Cunning Pack, you must act as guardians of each other and those around you.
That's literally already my whole character, but okay.
Yeah, he's basically just going over the tenets of the Cunning Mother again. As he will say,
it makes me laugh because I'm like, I literally have to change nothing about myself.
As he will say, as you have already experienced, you will come face to face with many monsters and creatures that will put your lives in danger. It is your duty to fight against these monsters and protect the common folk. And furthermore, remember that you must stave off the corruption of temptation. He kind of looks at all three of you in turn.
Frank's picking his ear.
Our enemy, the Slavering Maw, preys and exploits the desires of his prey. Act with temperance to ensure that you do not fall prey to his whims. And then he will basically dismiss you and at this point, a number of people arrive from the gate. So let me just get them off the GM layer. A lot of people arrive from the gate.
Holy moly.
As you see an entourage led by a Dragonborn, a sort of humanoid of draconic descent. The Dragonborn is, well, let me find his character and make it available.
Oh, she's pretty. Who the fuck is this?
Nah.
Is this fucking... That looks like Seth Rogen.
This one right here.
Pretty hot. Oh, look at this chick too. Damn. Yeah. Look at her. Damn, Foxy Mama.
I was just about to do that.
Foxy Mama.
Hubba.
Yeah, you see this Dragonborn knight leading the entourage. You see immediately behind him 3 people who are in chains. And he kind of carries the chains in his hand as he moves forward. Behind them, you see a group of what looks like peasants. Just kind of like commoners in, basically regular old tunics and stuff. Like one of them is an old lady. The one at the front is like a kind of jolly looking, somewhat plump man. A woman with dark hair, as well as like a young boy approach. They look kind of, or at least the man at the front looks kind of cowed and intimidated by the people in chains in front of him, as the Dragonborn, not even acknowledging the peasant's existence, kind of continues up. And Hag will
Conspiracy
move
theory.
out. Yes, Jon Snow.
Oh my god.
It's a conspiracy
Indeed.
theory.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. Yeah, I am aware of that.
Look at him with his hair out. It's even worse.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly him.
It is almost entirely him. The Dragonborn will order the 3 in chains to stop, as he will then walk forward, and we'll just move you guys over there. Elodia will kind of take a step back, as...
How dare you move me away from her?
Okay, there
Thank you.
Gortharin will kind of give a salute, and will say, welcome, Oathbinder. As the Dragonborn will nod his head, and he will say, it is good to meet you again, sire. And he'll kind of turn towards the people he has in chains, and will say, this is the latest batch from Skomvoller. He will point. This one is a deserter. This one, a necromancer. And, oh fuck, I forgot what the other one is. Tiefling lady, what are you?
Just speak because of necromancy.
And this one is a war criminal. As
Hey, Rhino.
Gronir, the Dragonborn, will reach into a pouch and pull out a vellum scroll, as he hands it to Gortharin, which Gortharin then kind of unseals or breaks the seal and starts reading, and will nod his head, and will say, very well, Oathbinder. We accept these criminals into our pack. As the Dragonborn will nod, and will say, good. And then kind of turn back, and will address them with a bark. Yeah. And he will, he will say, I, Oathbinder Gronir of the Lost Worm, hereby turn you over to the custody of Sire Gortharin of the Cunning Pack. From this moment on, you will become pups of the Cunning Pack, as that will be the only way for you to redeem yourselves in the eyes of Arkeepen. And Gortharin will kind of nod his head and will say, welcome, pups. From this moment on, you will be acting in service of the Cunning Mother in the slaying of monsters and creatures of the night. As he'll then kind of turn to Gronir and produce a pouch, which he then hands over to Gronir, which the Dragonborn accepts with a nod and kind of pockets it. And Gronir will say, well, my business here is done then. Keep them in line, and don't let them cause any trouble. As he will then leave. Kind of the peasants, who have kind of sheepishly followed behind, kind of move out of his way as he then leaves.
Writer,
Yeah.
How do they look? Like, do they look like they're very upset, or are they happy about joining the pack? Or
It
anything?
is a mixed bag. This person looks very upset. This person's kind of
Yeah.
indifferent. But this woman's kind of looking around curiously, with a smile on her face. As, yeah. As, as Sire Gorthern will kind of, acknowledge the three, and he will say, "Very well, you three. Come with me. We have much to discuss about your new lifestyle." They will then go off.
I mean, that's kind of sus. She was smiling. That's
Yeah.
kind of sus. We need to vote
She
her
was
out.
smiling. And you also heard the
was on the
Oathbinder
podcast.
call her a war criminal.
Yeah. It's kind of sus.
It's not.
Damn, just like Kayla. I mean, Astro.
Shut the fuck up. You're fucking rude to me ever since finding out I'm a criminal, even though I made it fucking well known from day one and all of y'all just forgot.
Yeah. After the people in chains leave, this group of peasants are kind of looking around as Alodia will say, "Hold on a moment. I think these people have a request for us." As this man will kind of sheepishly walk forward and say, hello, we were told to come here by my father," as Alodia will say. And at this point, you guys can, like, interject without getting in trouble. And sorry, Gorthern would have also called Tag to go with the new recruits as well.
H is the only one who'll know what I'm talking about, but this guy looks like Jonah Hill mixed with my brother. And it makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I kind of see it.
Yeah. The man will say, "My name is Anzo. This is my wife, Amelina, my son Ulrich, and my mother Ema. My father, he like kind of reaches into a pouch and takes out a piece of parchment, which he then hands over to Elodia. She unravels it and reads through it. Frank, do you try reading it? And you're like right behind her.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm here. Might
All right,
as well.
make a perception check. Okay, you're able to read it.
I'm perceptive, you see.
Okay. You recognize it as indeed a quest. Another bounty. As with the quick glance, you see mention of like a revenant, soldiers, a fisher's house, a place called Munstrand, and it's signed by the name Svein.
That's a cool name.
Yes. Let me reveal all of their names because the guy went over their names.
I want to take that one.
As he'll, the plump man will say, my father's in trouble. He's, I don't know how to explain it. As Alodia will kind of hold up a hand and say, "Don't worry. Your father has done well to explain his situation in this letter." As he'll say, Okay. So will you..." And Alodia will nod, "Yes. You may stay here for a time. We will send a team out to investigate this, and deal with it. You will be safe here."
I I hate it.
It does. Oh my god.
It's like Jared's top half and Jonah's bottom half.
Yeah, it's not comfortable at all for me.
Yeah.
Can we decline this quest just so I don't have to look at him anymore?
Well, from what you overhear, it seems like they're going to be staying here for the duration of this quest.
So we want to get out.
Yeah, so you'd want to leave. Yeah, Elodia will kind of...
To have a date.
Yeah, Elodia will kind of point towards this building, and she will say, "You'll find in that building some quarters. Each room has a single bunk bed, so 2 per. Farther over there," she kind of points at the Furbolg man, who looks like he's just chillaxing, like he's big chill right now.
Maximum chill.
Yeah, he'll get you situated. As Barther will say, I will." He kind of unleans his chair and will get up. And will say, "Come on, let me unlock the door for you." As he'll like take them over here. Elodia will kind of turn to you 3 and will say, "Fortuitous timing, that." And she'll just like hand the paper over to Astra.
Elodia, I have a question. How common is it for 2 alphas and their packs to work together on a mission, like, I don't know, hunting a revenant in a fishing hut or anything like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Elodia will kind of turn her head to you and say, "Well, aren't you a bit nosy? But,
Well, yes. Have you seen the size of his schnoz?
Clearly.
Yes, I am. You are correct."
Thank you for noticing.
Yeah. She will say, "Well, a revenant is a rather difficult creature to deal with, but you all just dealt with another equally terrifying creature." And she like hands the parchment over to Astra. Look that over.
it's true.
If you want, you can take on this request. Though, she will say, "But of course, you've been traveling for the day, so I would not expect you to leave immediately. And, given the nature of this request, it would be best if you prepare for it before leaving."
Hey, Elodia.
Yes?
How about a celebration we go out to dinner together?
Yeah. She will kinda... she'll...
You are so awkward.
Yeah. She gets awkward. Yeah, of course, we can go out to celebrate you becoming wolf.
Ass.
You what?
She let me slap her on the ass, but she gets awkward if I ask her at the dinner.
Yes. Sex and romance are 2 completely different things.
Oh, whoa!
Hey, you said that you defaulted back to what you know, which is demisexual and demi-romantic.
Mm-hmm.
I am friends
And Demi
with
Lovato.
and Demi Lovato. H, can you get my stuff and bring it up and I'll cook it? I'll be right back.
Okay.
The food has
Franks,
arrived.
take the stage.
Actually, Elodia, I have a question that can fill the air while that happens. So when we were fighting the wolfware, we uncovered the fact that wolfsbane is very, very poisonous, and I almost ingested it. But we're gonna ignore that part because I have a question. Do we have wolfsbane here?
She pinches her brow in frustration at hearing you almost ate wolfsbane. As she will say, yes, we grow some here.
And do I have to pay to pick it?
No. No, you do not.
All right. Whereabouts is it, by the way?
Well, you can find it growing, as she kind of points over this way. You can find it growing up against the cliff face before the wall, across the river.
Oh. All right,
Or-
that's good to know because I think I'm
Or
gonna need some.
you can talk to Shibi. She could prepare a mixture for you to act as coating for weapons.
I'll be 100% honest. She kind of scares me.
You know Shibi to be a Medusa woman. She during your training, when you were learning how to use your cunning sense ability, she kind of lights up like a beacon, because you would learn that she is cursed.
Yeah, and she's kind of scary and intimidating.
Yeah.
Not a big
she's
fan,
not that
unfortunately.
scary once you get to know her. Just have to look past the snake hair.
That's the part
And the
I
fact
can't
that
look
she could
past.
petrify you just with a gaze.
Equally so. Also, so when we were fighting against the wolfware, we also had this thing where like he played music, and it basically made everyone in the room except me because I was drunk, slow and all that. So, do you think that like is there personal protective gear that we can buy from like the blacksmith or something like something that can block our ears so we don't hear things?
Well, there's always beeswax.
Oh, I think I've got enough of that in my ear already.
But she could also prepare ear tonics for you.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
It's mostly just
'Cause, you know-
beeswax.
I mean, if I just put like my finger in my ear and like just push the earwax in, wouldn't I create my own enough wax that way?
uh, I mean, medically that does happen. She will say, like, I suppose that could cause a blockage in your ears. Yes. But
I can
I mean,
use that in combat.
if you have enough earwax, I guess.
You know what? I like your idea of the beeswax. I think it's gonna work a lot better.
She'll nod. Talk to Shibi then. Or Hild, if you...
Just stop making my wife uncomfortable. I'll fucking kill you.
She actually
All
isn't
right,
uncomfortable.
all right.
She's just more like, these are weird questions, but she's answering them like normally.
Oh, they're both in here.
Yep.
Hello, Hild.
Hello.
Chibi.
Yeah. Shibi kind of looks at you, but like kind of looks past you, into the middle distance. And
I
she'll
look down.
nod her head, Frank. Here, let me show you. So this is what she looks like.
You're so intimidating.
Yeah.
He
You
looks-
know that
he
she
looks
is a
pretty.
volunteer and she's cursed. Her hair is snakes. You see, as you walk into the alchemist workshop, you see that Shivi is working on some vials of some concoction. You're not quite sure what. As well, Hild has kind of just been like kind of restocking the place. She's kind of like placing down potions when you enter. As she'll look up to you and say, "All right, what do you need?"
Well, I was looking for something that can block me ears, and also like wolfsbane or something like that, because
Right, we got plenty
we
of wolfsbane.
encountered a wolfware, and like it played music which made us all like ah! And then it also didn't like wolfsbane, so I'm like, I should get these things
All right.
and use them, and like, and well, we did have some wolfsbane, but then I tried to eat it, and the others threw it out, so I
When
got
you
sad.
say that you tried to eat it, she'll like almost ask you, and how did it taste? But then you mentioned that like the others stopped you.
Yeah, it was
Well, I
it
see
was
you didn't
sad. We
eat it
still had
then.
the meat though. I mean, not from a lack of trying, I guess. But
That's
anyway, so yeah, I need some more.
Okay. You want it done up in a powder or something, or perhaps an elixir that you can coat your weapon with.
All of the above.
All right. She'll kind of go over to Sheeb and kind of say, can you make some wolfsbane coating? And she will nod her head and kind of get to work on that. As Hild will kind of start searching through like some shelves and stuff, as she like gathers a bunch of sprigs of wolfbane plant. And she says, all right, here's this. And as for the ear tonic, she'll kind of point towards like over here. You should be able to find some among there.
I attempt to find some over there.
All right, make a perception check, because Hill does not like tell you what it looks like, what kind of vial, where specifically it is. You can be there if you wish.
Yeah, you're currently making soup.
Yeah, your Astra is currently away making soup for Elodia.
Anyone else have any idea what she said?
No.
No idea.
I said if I can make food like cannonly, then yeah, sure, I'll do that.
All right, nice.
So she's making food for alchemy stuff, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Astra could actually also make ear tonic. So yeah, you gain one ear tonic, which is I believe, just like a little thing. So like, yeah, it's like this little vial. Kind of looks like a bit of a waxy substance. A waxy brown ointment is what it looks like. You kind of like rub it onto your ears, and oh wait. Okay, no, never mind. The ear tonic is for undeafening yourself. But yeah, you also get some
Would it be
beeswax.
potentially used to
So yeah, you could
re-deafen?
use this to basically clear the beeswax from your ear, or also like, you know, your earwax from your ear as well.
So like, you know how they say, you know how like you use too much of a good thing, it's bad.
Yeah.
Is this the same sort of thing? If I put too much of this in, would it deafen me? And then I put a little bit in, and then it undeafens me.
Yeah, Hild will explain. Well, the beeswax you can use to deafen yourself. Make it so that you can't hear anything in case you're, like, you know, going up against anything that stings you to death, like a banshee or something. Or wolfware, apparently. Get the impression Hild's never faced a wolfware before.
Oh, it doesn't kill you. It just makes you really sleepy.
No. Yeah, if it's based off of sound, this beeswax will help prevent you from hearing it. And then you can use that tonic there to clear your ears of the of the wax afterwards.
Okay. So is this just ordinary beeswax? Can I go up to an ordinary beehive, steal its wax and its honey, and then whack it in me?
I am myself not an alchemist. Writer. So I'll just say yes to that. I don't know how that works. They probably mix it with some shit or something. I don't know.
I mean, either way, I've got an Astra that can help me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got
yeah.
beeswax in my inventory, tonic.
Yeah. If you ever
And
need
just
more,
wolf's
you can just
bane?
ask Astra for some. She knows. I showed her how to make
Yeah,
some.
she's pretty smart. She's pretty smart.
You hear Astra
You're not
yelling.
here, I think. So I have
Alright.
Wolfsbane as well,
So,
right? Is it
uh,
just Wolfsbane? Or?
Yeah, Wolfsbane. You have Wolfsbane. You have Wolfsbane. Sheeb is preparing some Wolfsbane coating for you, which will be done in like an hour. Yeah. Hild will then kind of go up to you and kind of reach out her hand.
I reach out my hand and touch hers, I guess.
Yeah, no, she'll kind of swat your hand away. It's like, no, gold, come on.
Oh, gold. I'll give her
What,
a
you think,
1 gold piece.
you think all
because
this
I don't know
alchemy
how
shit
much-
doesn't cost money?
You should have hinted towards prostitution, like soon. Like I don't support prostitution. Sorry. That would have really pissed her off.
Here you go. Here's a gold.
She'll kind
And I'll
of
put it
look
to
at
good
it. She'll
use.
bite the gold piece. It's like, all right, 10 more, please.
I'll
This
hand
is
her
only
another
a
one.
Frank.
Here's another one.
Are you handing them to her individually?
Yes.
All right, she will kick you in the shin.
And another. Ow!
Hurry up.
Ow!
10 gold.
That really hurt. I thought I was flying. Now, here's the awkward part. I can't remember the number I started with. I'm going to just say I'm pretty confident I had 47, so now I have 37.
Yeah, all right, yeah, she will count the gold. She will bite every single one of them to make sure they're not fake. As she'll then, like, nod her head. It's like, all right.
You know what I could have done?
What?
If I also was not me. But like prestidigitation, a silver coin or a copper coin to look gold, hand it to her. She bites it, says, "That's real." Pops it away, and then the
Well, I guess
prestidigitation goes away.
since she's biting it, I wonder what the difference in taste of silver and gold is.
No idea. But that's not for me to
And how
identify.
easily recognizable it is.
Well, if
These
we're
are
talking
questions for Google,
prestidigitation,
for me to Google like after session.
Well, prestidigitation can alter the flavor of things, though.
That is true.
So, you know.
Yeah, so, Frank, make sure you add those items, like a vial of beeswax, some ear tonic ointment, and a sprig of wolfsbane, as well as wolfsbane coating to your inventory. Those are all separate items.
Did that include the wolfsbane powder?
Yes.
Okay, so
Forgot about that one.
that's another thing.
Right, you got wolfsbane in all of its form. So now you can just pocket sand a wolf.
Uh-huh. And then it's gonna go, no.
And then die.
No. Dies. Alright.
Ow!
Yeah, so, Steampunk, what are you doing?
I am checking the quest board.
Alright, yeah. So there is the quest that you just got. And there is also some general hunting quests for, like, you know, cockatrices. There's a few, like, requests for like fighting like some zombies at like some graveyard. There's like
Ooh.
a quest for fighting a lake monster somewhere. What would you like to do? And there's of course also the helping a man fight a revenant, which is a type of undead.
Is there anything that would include a dragon?
That includes dragons.
No, dragonfly.
Dragonflies. No, you don't
I.e.
see any.
No, a dragon would be great
Damn
too.
it.
A dragon would be awesome. Thank you.
Oh. First of all, we'd probably get our shit kicked in.
We don't fight in my pet story. We don't fight. All right, we just need to find the fucking thing. All right.
We just find it and become its best friend.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to do with the
And then murder it
dragonfly.
and harvest its meat.
Yeah, you don't see any requests for dragonflies, but there's a few rangers and stuff among the cunning pack. Saxa up there is a ranger. She might be able to know where to find some.
My character doesn't know that it's gonna meet the dragon, so I can't be like, "Hey, where'd you see the dragons?" Like, I wouldn't do that.
Where do I find dragons? I wish to become the dragonborn. Absorb their souls.
So I have to fucking
Duh.
across it whenever you decide to throw it in, and I'm sad.
What even was the story of Skyrim, Like, there's, like, time travel and stuff.
Yeah.
I never played it.
I mean, who really has ever even finished Skyrim? Like,
Actually, sore point about that. I tried to finish it. I got to the point where I could finish it twice, but because I was playing on the Xbox at the time, my game was bugged. So I could never complete it. Skullduffin was completely locked, basically. Like the puzzle in Skullduffin.
oh,
I literally brute forced it, attempted to at least, and did every single possible combination, and it still didn't work. I was
boo.
so sad.
That's why you do the tilde command and do unlock. But
I mean, well, this was
yeah.
Xbox,
Oh.
so I didn't have.
Let's see. Alodia handed the peasant's request to Astra, but since Caleb is currently
also,
kind of
I have
looting
another
right now,
thing I want to do.
you can probably get that from her. Which, by the way, here is the Revenant request.
Can someone read it out, please?
All right, yeah, I will read it out. This bounty is written on a parchment scroll. The text is written in common. The handwriting features letters that clash into each other with little room for space, denoting that it was hastily written. The message reads as follows: Cunning Pack, I'll be frank.
No, I'm Frank.
Yeah, I knew that would get that
Hello.
response. I'll be frank. I've done many things I regret during my long life, but there is only one that still haunts me to this day. It haunts me in the form of a revenant. This revenant was a fisher. That should actually be to know her name. Whoops. To know her name, I was a soldier at the time. My regiment had just finished capturing a fort on the coast, and on the way out we came across this fisher's hut. General told us to leave well enough alone, but me and a few others stopped by to collect supplies. Turned bloody real quick. Me and the boys were still high on the recent battle, and we killed her and her husband when they wouldn't hand over their barrels of fish. She was cursing us and our kin as we killed them. I'll be honest, I'd forgotten about this whole affair until I saw her again last year. She screamed what I did to her and her husband, and then attacked me, cut off my arm. Apparently, she's been hunting all of us down. Only a few of us left. She seems to hunt us one at a time, but she ain't hunting just us who murdered her. She goes after our families, too, who have nothing to do with this. She kills us, then our families, before going to hunt down the next person in their kin. That's why my family came bearing this letter. It's to keep them safe. I've decided to stay behind. I'm going to the fisher's house, where this whole sordid mistake began. I'm hoping I can find some way to put the Revenant to rest before she kills more people. I drew a map to where the Fisher house is on the back side of this letter. It's a mile south of Munstrand. Please, help me put this Revenant to rest. If I need to die for this to work, that's fine by me. Revenant could have got me by the time you send some people over to find me, for all I know. But I don't want this to harm my family. They've got nothing to do with this. Moonlight guides your path. Svein. That is the Revenant request.
Dang.
So wait, sorry, I didn't process one part of that.
Yeah.
Sorry, as in one part, not as in like I didn't understand. I understand most of it. What did they do to piss off the Revenant?
The
Killed them.
Yeah.
Oh, killed the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Because they didn't give him barrels of fish.
yeah, they were soldiers marauding through the countryside during a war.
And they were high on the battle that they had recently fought in.
Yep.
So like,
I, for
Yeah.
one, as Steampunk, think he deserved it.
Yeah.
Because,
Not the family's side. The family's side.
no, the family doesn't. But the guy who killed him does.
that's the point of the request, though. He's not saying to save him. He was saying to save the families.
Maybe we can just talk to her then. Probably not, but I'll try.
Yeah,
I reckon we should
you
try.
could try.
Be like, you killed him. There's no point going for the rest.
You can try diplomacy. Diplomacy is always an option with intelligent creatures.
If it's intelligent.
I mean, heck, diplomacy is always applicable.
It doesn't work on Frank, though.
Except when it's
Because he's
not
not
applicable.
intelligent.
Doesn't work, no.
Well, in that case, you have to use animal handling instead of persuasion. Alright, but since this is a request where you actually already know what it is that you're hunting, which means you can use the resources here at the keep in order to learn more about revenants and how best to fight them, or if you wish to go the more peaceful route, how to put them to rest.
I want to do the peaceful.
I'm gonna do the blood way.
Frank,
Blood
I
for
swear to
blood.
God.
We're gonna do it the blood way. We're gonna kill the murderer.
No, what I mean is I'm gonna look into how to kill it just in case diplomacy don't work.
Okay. But if you hurt her before we can even talk, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Frank. I swear to God.
Alright, yeah.
Oh no, she disappeared. She must have moved on.
Oh no, she's gone.
Oh well.
Such a
funny.
shame.
Yeah, you do not see mention of a reward, but their family is here, so you could ask them.
You don't need a reward.
I'm gonna talk to them about a reward.
I'm gonna be a mercenary. Fuck you. Alright, so what do you guys do?
Kicked out of their home. Do not fucking ask for a reward, you dick.
I mean, they're hiring us for a job though.
Yeah, but we're saving the women to protect. That's our rule. Not fucking make money.
But money.
For a reward.
But money. I need equipment. I wish to upgrade my equipment.
Also, oh, sorry.
There you go.
Okay. I want to look into talking to the blacksmith person after that,
Mhm.
and talk to them about like cold iron and silver and weapons like that made out of that materials, because we learnt the hard way that metals of different types do different things.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
can be
right.
good.
Yeah, so you can go into the weapon store. You Steampunk probably sees the dwarf weaponsmith kind of enter the building,
I'll wave
unlocking
him
it.
over as well.
Yeah, you can enter.
Am
Come
I
on,
with
steampunk.
anyone currently?
What?
Am I with anyone currently? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I have you over here with Elodia.
Fantastic. Can I ask Alodia about revenants and weaknesses and yada
Oh.
yada yada?
All right, yeah. Let me see what Elodia knows. You can also make a Arcana or Religion checks, and this is for everybody as well. And make this skill check.
Arcana.
Both or just one?
One of them.
Both of them are bad. Okay.
Astra, you can only guidance yourself on this.
Oh, really? But I was fucking with them when we learned about them. That's bullshit.
I mean, I didn't need it. Cat maybe needed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, okay, so I'll go over with, so all three of you know a little bit about revenants. And let's see, it looks like Astra knows the most. So, this is going to be cumulative. So, Frank, you know that revenants are spirits that possess corpses in order to avenge their wrongful deaths. And that is what a revenant is. So it is a type of undead. Let's see. Astra and Steampunk, you further know that escaping the wrath of a revenant is pretty much impossible. Revenants are tireless, and they always know the location of the creature against which it has sworn vengeance. And then Astra, as well as Elodia, knows that until its thirst for vengeance is satisfied or quelled, a revenant recovers from its injuries supernaturally quickly. Even if the body it possesses is destroyed, it can simply inhabit a new one a short time later.
So we can't let her kill him.
Yeah.
In
So,
the end of our fight.
Like, yeah, other than basically, from what you understand, other than killing Svein and his family, as well as finding the other soldiers that participated in this murder and killing them and their families, that would be the only condition in which the Revenant would disappear. Otherwise, you'd have to find some way to get it to give up its vengeful path. According to the letter, you think that Svein at least believes that there might be some clue as to how to do that at the scene of the crime. And yeah, Elodia will kind of tell you all this as you guys like gather to share information. And we'll say like this can take the form, or these knowledge checks kind of take the form of like doing some reading, asking around like the other cunning pack members, or perhaps like if you're a more studied sort, information that you already knew. When you gather together to discuss the information, you guys kind of lay all that bare to each other. As Elodia will say, Elodia will say that if you're going to be dealing with undead and it might be a good idea to try getting your hands on either a scroll a magical scroll that lets you speak to the dead so that you can communicate with them, or perhaps a scroll of ceremony for undergoing proper funeral rites, though you'd have to hope you'd be able to find the body of the revenant, as well as other belongings and stuff that they would have held dear during their life. And if you're unable to find one such scroll, you could always try seeking out the god hunters as well.
AJ, I was gonna come down to you, but I can't because I'll faint. So can you please come up and try my soup?
What do I have to do?
Come up and try my soup.
Why?
Just to try the food I cook. He does this every time. Every time I cook something new, I ask him to try it, and he's like, "Why?" Every single time.
I don't like soup.
Is it poisoned?
I'll like put you all around this table.
Put Wolfsbane in
Put Wolfsbane in it. Oh no.
Did we level up? No? Yes?
Once you guys rest, you will level up.
We're still talking about the contract,
Yeah.
the quest.
Well, sorry, but I fucking remember how to say, once you hand in your quest, you'll be leveling up. So shut the fuck up. How
Yeah.
about that?
We're gonna go to sleep.
It's all
He didn't
good.
say when you go to sleep after you hand it in. He said when you hand the question. So
We have to hand it in to the one above.
It's like Stardew rules.
I am just saying it makes sense that I ask. I'm not throwing right under the bus. I'm just saying it makes sense that I asked. Fuck
No.
you.
It's all good. But yeah, Alodia mentions those possible methods of dealing with the Revenant.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is there a metal or something like that that we can put in our swords, or in my case, Loggy, that can make it so we can hit the ghosts better?
Well, while it is true that some creatures are resistant to non-magical or non-silvered or non-cold iron weapons, I don't think the Revenant has such resistances, though they are immune to poisons. I.e., the Wolfsbane would not work on it.
I don't think I would try and bait trap a fucking humanoid person with my Wolfsbane anyway, so I'm sure I'm fine.
And then, Astra, you would also know that a Revenant would be resistant to necrotic and psychic damage. So those damage types, which you would mostly get from, like, you know, spells and stuff, would do less damage to it.
I would tell them all that, obviously.
Oh shit! That's all my spells basically.
Oh no!
I'm not babysitting you. Don't fucking run in, for God's. I'm not babysitting you.
Not again! Not again! I can't cast spells because I've got bubbles coming out of my mouth.
And
If you die, that's you're dead. I'm not fucking you.
because you guys know what it is you're facing, you can do gauge checks to try and uncover other abilities or traits that it might have before even facing it.
How do?
So that you know ahead of time. Well, just by doing a normal gauge check. And, like, I guess RP-wise, it takes the form of you guys kind of, like, doing research.
How do I do?
I persuade the books to tell me more.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
so
we just
gauge
do-
checks is just, like, kind of what we've been doing during combat for uncovering stuff. So you pick a skill, and whichever skill you like, and, you know, ask a question, and basically I will answer it.
Restart. Go to restart. Sorry, by
Just
that I
got
mean
what?
I just need a refresh. Because I changed it back to pop out because I had to. Well, I shouldn't because I'm gonna level up and it's gonna fucking give me a headache. Actually, fuck. All
Yeah,
right, well I
okay.
gotta refresh.
So yeah, you can. Cap. What I kind of just showed the gauge checklist. What would you like to uncover? Uncover
I
actions,
suppose
its features.
actions.
All right.
Any special ability it has.
Okay, so revenants have the following actions: multi-attack, strangle, and burning hatred. Which would you like to learn about? Uncovering multi-attack tells you like how exactly exactly its attack pattern is.
I feel like multi attack is pretty basic. Like it's multiple attacks.
Yes.
So I feel like that one's easiest to understand without asking the question about it. Strangle.
Gauge check again. Sorry, I had to refresh.
Any skill check. So whichever is your highest, really.
Yeah, but doesn't that list have what we want to know?
Yeah. So there's the list. You can pick one of those categories.
Strangle sounds interesting, but I think for both RP
It
purposes,
does also reveal how
and
much damage it
combative.
does.
Burning Rage sounds like the one I want to learn.
Burning Hatred. All right. Here is the effect of Burning Hatred. It has a recharge. So basically, what that means is once it's used, each turn the Revenant will roll a d6, and on a result of 4 to 6, it regains the use of this. Burning Hatred. The Revenant targets the focus of its fearsome pursuit. That uncovers one of its feats to you, though you don't know what that does yet. Assuming the creature is within 30 feet, the target makes a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. On a failure, it takes 4d6 psychic damage and is paralyzed until the end of its next turn. On a success, it takes half damage and is frightened until the end of its next turn.
Well,
All right. Unfortunately, Astra, that fails.
obviously.
Uh,
I want to. Can you actually see its health when you haven't even seen it?
You
Well,
can uncover
tell
what
us.
its health is.
Cool. I would recommend.
its health-
Hey,
Its health right now would be 100%. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The hit points, like how many?
Yeah, you
hit
can
points?
learn what its hit points would be.
Yeah, that's
and
what I mean.
we'll
Sorry.
basically flavor that as like, like you understand how hardy it is, and when you kind of actually confront it, you're able to basically like for free, like
No.
are able to tell like, oh, it is this exactly this hardy in a numeric scale. Steampunk, what
I
would
would
you
like to know its feature. So
Okay.
I will do.
So make a skill check.
Would Arcana work?
Yes it would.
Woo!
Oh, fucking happy
Ooh.
for you two.
Nice. All right, so the Revenant has the following features: fearsome pursuit, magic resistance, rapid recovery, and relentless. Which would you like to learn about?
What was the first one again?
Fearsome pursuit. You know that this trait is linked to its burning hatred ability.
I fucking love this soup. Can I just say?
Yeah, I'll learn about that.
Alright, fearsome pursuit. The Revenant can spend 1 minute focusing on a creature against which it has sworn vengeance. If the creature is dead or on another plane of existence, it learns that. Otherwise, after focusing, it knows the distance and direction to that creature, and so long as it's moving in pursuit of that creature, it ignores difficult terrain. This effect ends if the Revenant takes damage, or ends its turn without moving for any reason.
So that wouldn't be very threatening to us because we're not.
Yeah, you know who its target is,
Yeah.
So you would know that it will focus on getting rid of its target, and then afterwards, anyone who's like impeding it. And yeah, Kayla, what was that?
I just said it's just basically her running away without like.
Oh no. She's not running away. She's running too.
No, but I'm saying like to us. Essentially, she's running away.
Mhm.
Sorry, also my mic.
Though we can still hit her.
Yeah. I will also mention that in terms of the gaze checks, this creature has a combat tactic as well. So you can actually learn what its combat behavior is. Specifically, like in terms of like, what does it prioritize?
I would assume movement.
All right. Yeah. So that is the first round of research into revenants. So during this time, you probably spend like a day learning all that information. And this.
I cook and do nothing because
Yeah.
I'm useless.
And again, this takes the form of like, you know, reading books, asking the other Cunning Pack members about what they know, kind of looking inward to yourself to see what you have heard about revenants yourself, that kind of stuff. And during this, as a day has passed, you all level up. So we're finally getting to that. So everyone is now level 4. And I've kind of been thinking about it for a while. So before now, we've kind of just been taking the average for how much health you gain on level up. But I think now we're going to actually just start rolling for it. And because of that, we're going to have to do some retroactive rolls as well. So the way I'm going to do this is that when you roll for HP, which you can do by kind of hitting the hit die button, you get the higher of what you roll or your class HP average, which depends on your class, which for druids would be 5 plus your con, for fighters would be 6 plus con, or and this one depends on which level Frank takes in which class. Warlock or sorcerer, like hit die plus con. So
I'm gonna go cleric.
We roll and then decide.
yeah, we take the higher of the average or what you roll.
Okay.
So basically,
okay.
you will always get at least the average number of HP for this level, or higher. And then we're actually going to do that 3 times to account for retroactive, like level 2 and level 3. So you guys could potentially gain a lot of hit points from this.
So three times you roll?
Yes.
Oh shit! Oh, I clicked.
5, 5, 8. So that becomes Astro. What is your con?
1. So
Okay.
it's 6.
So yeah, that'd be 6, 6, 8. So if we'd have to kind of go back to what your level 1 HP is.
I go down.
So 9. It would become. So Astro, your HP would become 9 plus 6 plus 6.
Yeah,
plus 8.
The original. 28 plus. So the 9 is the original. So that
Yeah,
makes-
that's your level 1 plus 6
29.
plus 6 plus 8. Yeah, so you now have 29 HP.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright.
And now I've got to upgrade everything else.
Okay, so Cap. First of all, Cap, what are you taking your 4th level in?
I'm thinking warlock.
Warlock. Alright, so you are now a 3rd level Warlock. So, yeah, your class average is 5 plus con. What is your con?
+2.
Okay, so 5, 6, 7, so your average is 7. So let's see, at level 1 you would have 10 HP. So 10
No.
plus-
First level was sorcerer.
Oh, right. So in
So
that case,
8 for the first level.
8. Okay. Thank you for reminding me about that. 8 plus And then, 8
I
plus-
should have 29.
Yeah.
I think. So me and Astro have the same amount of hit points.
I'm sort of fucked.
8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. Or, oh, wait, no, 7. Derp. Okay. 8 plus 7. So, yeah, you basically just got averages.
Question.
Yeah.
So, with 4th level, I can improve my ability score by 2. So, could I
Yeah, we are...
grade?
You actually have that, or the option of taking what's called a feat, which is sort of like a special ability that you can gain access to. And I will link the
Last
feat list
look,
to you
didn't
guys.
like, but I'll have a look.
So where is the list?
Can I choose any of them? Or is there limit?
Some of them have prerequisites, so you'd have to pay attention to that. Though I do not enforce stat prerequisites, so that's like if it has like you need to have like at least 13 strength to get this feat. I don't enforce that, but anything else does get
Can I
enforced.
take Dwarven Fortitude?
Yeah, you cannot take Dwarven Fortitude.
Ooh.
And hey, one of
that's
them
the
is Chef.
teleport.
Hey, is that?
Yeah.
Chef.
So you can either take the ability score improvement, which is you get a raw +2 to your stats. So that's not a +2 to the modifier. That's to the big number. And you can put that towards any stat that you'd like. This is very useful for improving like your spell DCs, your chance to hit, and
Everyone,
that kind of
chef.
stuff.
I like it. I can cook food for everyone. I fucking love it. I want it.
Yeah. Or you can split the +2 into +1s in 2 different stats.
I have decided I am doing chef.
Yeah, and some feats also give you an increase to a certain stat. So, for example, Chef. So Astra, you'd be able to increase one of, but not both, your Constitution or Wisdom by 1.
But
Which would you like
my
to increase?
If I increase, wait, does Constitution bump me up? If I increase my Constitution, can I add that 1 to the 4 rolls that I've just done? Or the 3
yes, that is actually a good point. When you improve your con by through like a feat or ASI, it actually retroactively increases your health if the modifier increases. So you would gain +4 HP basically.
4, I thought it was 3. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Well, because you're, it's for all levels, so first level included.
Oh right, gotcha.
So basically, like con modifier times Constitution. So yeah, that would make your HP 33.
To my proficiency bonus. What's my proficiency bonus?
It is at this level 2. It automatically gets applied. So let's see. With Chef, you also gain proficiency in cook's utensils if you don't already have it.
Yeah, I don't have the item though, so I'm gonna. Can I buy it here?
Yeah. So you don't necessarily gain a cook's utensils. That's separate, but you gain proficiency in it. So
Yeah.
I have already added that to your character list.
Thank you.
You can find the cook's utensils thing underneath your passive wisdom box, which is underneath the skills. And as a chef, as part of a short rest, you can cook special food provided you have ingredients and cook's utensils on hand. So hey, good thing you got some wolf meat. You can prepare enough of this food for a number of creatures equal to 4 plus your proficiency bonus, so 6 at this moment. At the end of the short rest, any creature who eats the food and spends 1 or more hit die to regain hit points regains an extra 1d8 hit points. So like, yeah, food buff, basically. Don't have to spend as much hit points. And with 1 hour of work, or when you finish a long rest, You can cook a number of treats equal to your proficiency bonus, so 2. These special treats last 8 hours after being made. A creature can use a bonus action to eat one of these treats and gain temporary hit points equal to your proficiency bonus, so 2.
Okay.
So you have little snacks that give 2 temp HP. And let me see, H, did you roll your hit
What's the
die?
difference between the long
I
and
have
the
not
short
yet.
rest food?
What was that?
Is there a difference between the food for the short rest and the long rest?
Yes. So the short rest food, kind of improves the amount. So like, say you take, damage during battle and you decide, it's like, well, we still have like a bunch of our resources left, so we don't need to take a long rest. So you decide to take a short rest instead. So that's basically you guys catching a breather, bandaging your wounds, that kind of stuff. Doing a short rest, you can opt to spend what are called hit die. And it's basically like what you just rolled for your HP. And you regain that number in hit points. And so what Chef does is, in addition to that, you also heal an additional 1d8 hit points. So you heal quicker.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then at the beginning of each long rest, or after each long rest, you can make 2 treats, which people can eat as a bonus action to give themselves 2 temp HP. And I guess I should note, temp HP does not stack. It gets replaced by any other temp HP source with, like, basically the latest source of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you also have, like, a spell or something that gives temp HP, it would replace the treat.
Can I buy the chef utensils?
Yes, you can.
Would it be in weapons?
It would be... It would be in items. I will look up what their cost is. Since you'd be buying them from the pack, they'd actually give it to you for half cost.
Nice.
Books utensils, please. Okay, website's not loading stuff, probably because it's going through all the fucking books and shit. Clear that player's handbook on. Okay, well, I wait for that to load. But yeah, it'd probably be like 5 gold or something.
Okay.
Also, Ryder, it's very hot here today.
Yeah, we're literally dying.
Nice.
It's let's see, what was it? It was 95 degrees.
Ah, okay, so let's see. There's H's hit die. So let me see what fighter. So fighter average is 6 plus your con. What is Steampunk's constitution?
3.
3. Ooh. 7, 8, 9. So your average is 9. So okay. So let's see. You start with 13 plus 9 plus 9 plus 11. So Steampunk would now have 42 HP.
Ooh! Went by a whole 11.
I think I went up by 12 actually. Was I 21 before? I think I was 21.
I'm so strong.
Big level ups. Big level ups. Alright. And Steampunk, are you taking an ASI or a feat?
What's an ASI again?
ASI is basically short for ability score improvement. You can take either a +2 in one of your stats, so strength, dexterity, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, or +1s in 2 stats. of your choice, or you can not take that and instead take a feat. And I linked the list of feat in the Discord.
Yeah, it's
I
above
think-
me calling you a dick. Dick.
I think
A
I'll
good
go
one for you
for-
if you want to continue. Sorry.
I was gonna go for sharpshooter.
Mm. Ooh, is that the one that does like plus 10 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah. You take like a big penalty, but oof.
Yeah, it's -5.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What were you gonna recommend?
I was going to recommend crossbow expert.
Where is that?
Since you do use a light crossbow, that makes it so that like if a creature gets within melee range of you, you no longer have disadvantage on shooting, on using your ranged weapons. It also
Can
makes
I
it so
get
that you can like kind of dual wield
more-
a sword and like a hand crossbow as well.
Hmm.
But that's less important for your build, I think.
Can I get more feats later?
Yes, actually, since you are a fighter are the class that gets the most of those. I think they get
Ooh.
one like pretty much every other level at this point. So you'll get one at level 6, whereas everybody else's next ability score improvement or feat is at level 8.
Cool. Well, in that case,
But sharpshooter is also very good.
I'm gonna roll a d2 to see what I should get first.
And oh wait, sharpshooter also. Oh no, sharpshooter makes it that attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage. Ooh, that's really good. So you can attack things from very far away. Ooh, and it ignores
Yeah, I'll go sharpshooter.
cover too. That's really good. Yeah. So, let's see. What is your weapon again? I'm going to make.
Hand
Oh!
crossbow, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Oh,
just
right.
realized, Ryder, I rolled my hit dice incorrectly. Those are D6s, they're meant to be D8s.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Reroll. Again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because it takes it as the first one.
Oh, what a dick. You got a 10. Fucking dick.
Okay.
I'd like to point out, Cap got the same fucking amount as me, despite him doing D6s instead of D8s.
Yeah. Hold on. Recalculating.
That was probably because I had a +2 to my con instead of a +1.
Yeah. So that is interesting. +2 to con. So 7, 8 plus.
8 plus 7.
Oh,
I like how we get the
above
nat
average
1
on like everything.
And then a net.
10 plus 9 plus 7. Yeah. Cap, you have 34 HP if I did the math right.
Yes, I did it too, and that's what I got.
Noise. Alright. Very nice.
Ryder, did you add the sharpshooting thing?
Yeah, I am about to,
Okay.
actually.
You damn
I
didn't know
got
if I did that by
distracted by,
No, I
that.
didn't know if I did it by accident.
Oh, no. Okay, so you get a -5 penalty to hit. Oof. But you do weapon damage plus 10. So 1d6 plus, and then let's see, what's your dex? 2? 12. Or no, plus 10 plus dex. And then it would be piercing. Alright. Okay, so like yeah, you now do big dick damage. And you can do that anytime you attack.
Ooh.
So yeah, you should now have a sharpshooter there underneath your second wind.
Awesome.
I would like to point out I've nearly fainted twice and I'm in constant state of pain and I'm still like more dear.
Could have grabbed a Nerf.
That's
Still
called
want to be
addiction.
with a load.
Yeah.
You know, Ryder, you know.
So yeah. And let me see. Okay, so Steampunk is taking sharpshooter. Frank, what are you doing?
I have a question.
Yes.
Am I allowed to change a spell? Specifically, I'm looking at Shadow Blade, but instead of being shadows, I want it to be nature orientated with like vines or something like that. Could that be a potential thing, or is
yes.
it too much?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
You can do that. That is to say.
I will do that. I will have Vine Blade, which wraps around Logi.
And let's see. So Frank, you are now a 3rd level
Hey.
warlock, so you get to pick the
Hey.
pack boon.
And I choose the pack of the blade.
Nice. All right, so add that to your feature list. So you can use your action to create a packed weapon in your empty hand. You can use the form that this melee weapon
Doggy.
takes or you can choose the form each time you create it. You are proficient with it while you wield it. The weapon counts as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. So pre-magic weapon.
And
The
it's
attack
Logi.
weapon disappears if it is more than 5 feet away from you for 1 minute or more. It also disappears if you use this feature again. If you dismiss the weapon, no action required, or you die. You can transform one magic weapon into your packed weapon by performing a special ritual while you hold the weapon. You perform the ritual over the course of 1 hour, which can be done during a short rest. You can then dismiss the weapon, shunting it into an extra dimensional space, and it appears whenever you create your packed weapon thereafter. You can't affect an artifact or sentient weapon in this way. The weapon ceases being your packed weapon if you die, if you perform the 1 hour ritual on a different weapon, or if you use a 1 hour ritual to break your bond to it. The weapon appears at your feet if it is in an extra dimensional space when the bond breaks. So rather than getting an ASI app, you get that.
Well, I can't get an ASI yet.
Yeah,
Because
not until you reach Warlock 4.
Yeah. Quick question. Am I allowed to change my invocations? Like one of them?
I believe at level 4 you can.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at it. Eldritch Versatility, level 4. Whenever you reach a level in this class that gains the ASI feature, you can do one of the following, representing a change of focus for your occult studies. Replace a cantrip, replace replace the option you chose for your Pact Boon feature. That's interesting. Or at 12th level or higher, one of your Mystic Arcanum spells. Never mind. Regular Eldritch Invocation says, when you gain a level in this class, you can choose one of the invocations you know and replace it with another invocation. There you go. So yeah, you can actually change
Okay.
My
Okay.
bad.
Good.
it. You also gain one spell from your Warlock spell list.
I already picked the spells I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Mirror Image because I'm an asshole.
Nice.
And Shadow Blade.
Alright, and let me check Fighter and Druid to see if they get any
If it's not
feats.
obvious, I'm melee.
Mhm. Okay. So H, you at level 4 gain the feature Martial Versatility. And whenever you reach a level in this class that grants the ASI or Ability Score Improvement feature, you can do one of the following as you shift the focus of your martial practice. Replace one fighting style you know with another fighting style available to fighters. You don't have to change it. And if you know any maneuvers from the Battle Master archetype, so this one doesn't really apply to you, but I think there is a fighting style that gives you some maneuvers. Yeah, Spear Technique. You can replace the maneuver. But yeah, if you wanted to change out your archery fighting style with another one, you could do that right now. And let me see, what does Druid get at 4th level?
Can I do that later, or does it have to be right now?
It would have to be now.
Okay, well then, there's nothing I want to do then. Damn, that kind of sucks.
Oh wait, hold on. I just realized. No tax. I just realized since you do have archery, that actually makes it so that you aren't as penalized from the sharpshooter thing.
Yes.
Let me see if that wrecks shit. So dex plus. Okay, no. So yeah, you should now only have a -3 to attack.
I'm gonna get more soup.
Doesn't seem to want to work. I have nothing there. Need 2. And minus that.
H, come try the soup.
Oh no, wait.
H, come
I
try the
don't
soup.
like soup.
Just try it. It's not even like regular soup. It's different.
What is it?
I can't math apparently.
I'm not telling you because you won't try it.
I'm not gonna like it.
Okay, then don't like it, but try it.
All right.
Then it'll leave a gross taste in my mouth.
Just fucking try it.
Just try.
All right. So
Do it,
Astra.
or Frank will come to your house.
Astra, at level 4, your wild shape improves. So if you were to change into an animal, it can be a maximum challenge rating of 1/2. And it can swim if you want it to. And also at 4th level, you get cantrip versatility. Whenever you reach a level in this class that grants the ability score improvement feature, you can replace one cantrip you learned from this class's spellcasting feature with another cantrip from the druid spell list. So if you want to swap out any one of your cantrips, you can do so. Otherwise, you gain 1 spell to learn, I believe.
Oh, again. Oh, I didn't even fucking look
Yeah,
at that.
and it can be 1st or 2nd. And you also, and this should actually automatically be done when you level up your character. Set your level to 4, rather. Just let me do that right now. Make sure everyone has that.
Come on to the website, load.
On level 3. Okay. Messing a little bit with everybody's character sheets. One moment. Okay. Oh, nice. You already set your level to 4. Excellent.
Alright,
So yeah, you gain 1 spell of 1st or 2nd level. Your choice.
It says it has to be 2nd.
It doesn't have to be 2nd.
Is that your? Oh, okay.
It just needs to
Oh
be.
my god, stop. He is glaring at me right now like I'm fucking, like he's 2 and I'm trying to get him to eat his greens.
Oh, you also gain a cantrip. You now have 3 cantrips known from the druid class.
Oh, just fucking eat it. Because I cooked it and I want you to try my goddamn food. Is it that hard?
Yes.
Hurry up, just put it in your mouth.
Everything?
Yes, because it's together. You don't have don't you fucking pour. I know what you're trying to do. Eat it.
What even is it?
Just eat it.
What is it?
Eat it and I'll tell you. I've been eating it. It's not fucking poison.
Yeah, I know. But if I don't like it...
Then you don't like it, go spit it in the toilet. Oh my
Looks like you already
god.
have 3 cantrips.
Is that bad? Was it worth it? You fucking baby? Jesus Christ. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad, is it? Yeah, it's what I thought. Fucking dick. You guys can see what fucking spats we have. You won't eat his greens. Like, baby.
Alright, let's see. And everything, I think everyone has pretty much finished leveling up. Okay. So,
I have to do the new spell though.
yeah.
So I will look through that while you guys keep role-playing.
Alright, so, you guys gather the next day. What would you like to do? You can continue researching revenants to know more information about them beforehand, or you can set out on the quest, or do something else. What do I believe Frank wanted to see the blacksmith about something.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to see him about, like, weapons made out of different metals, to like, because it didn't like the cold iron,
Mm-hmm.
so I was thinking potentially down the line we could have different metals.
Yeah.
I want to know how much that would cost.
Alright, yeah, so you go to Valder, a dwarven man. He looks like this. He is a balding dwarven man with a big bushy beard. He is quite he likes smoking from his little pipe that's kind of shaped like a bird. And as you enter, he says, welcome, Frank. What can I do for you?
I have questions about metals and weapons.
Right.
How much does it cost to make like a sword out of cold iron, for example?
Hold on. I think I may have. Did I already add the cold iron?
Cold iron, cold iron.
Okay.
With the cold iron on his hip. Man, now I want to play Fallout New Vegas.
Alright. Yeah, he'll say, well, if you want to get your weapon coated with cold iron or infused with cold iron, that would cost, let's see, silvering is 100 gold. That would cost 75 gold per weapon.
I see. What if I only wanted a little bit of it to be cold iron?
Then it wouldn't be effective.
Oh.
I'd have to melt down your entire blade and kind of add cold iron into the mixture, and then
Actually,
let it reforge it.
Get a little closer. Actually, what if you had like cold iron dust and blew it into a creature's face that doesn't like cold iron? What would happen then?
Oh, that is a good question.
And same with silver, I suppose. Is there silver dust? Can I just
I
go...
mean, they breathe it in, so that'd do some damage.
You know?
Oh no, right?
Let's
What if
see.
we like force feed them? What if we force feed them silver? Let's just force feed them lead. I'm sure it'll do something eventually. Oh god, I'm a horrible person.
Hey, I'm gonna add earth tremor because I want to cause some shit.
You know?
Pretty
Ooh, nice.
quick.
Earth tremor is pretty good. So yeah, Valder will say, well, I guess if you were to just throw some silver or cold iron into a creature that is weak to it,
It'd make them pretty...
well, I imagine they'd have an allergic reaction to it. Probably break out in hives, maybe mechanically have disadvantage on your attacks for a number of turns.
That is, mechanically speaking, pretty
And
pog.
skill checks,
Um,
perhaps.
I think
I
I'm
hate
gonna be
you.
banned.
Wow, that is
Uh,
very pog, my dude.
I'm going to leave. I'm already sick. I can't deal with this, man.
Kayla's dying and everything, and she still wants to play D&D. Someone says Pog.
I'm done. It's fine. You can just let Frank get killed by the Revenant.
I already am, so.
Yeah, already plotting
It's
it.
already happening, you know. So I guess my question is, how much does it cost for like a pouch of dust of silver and dust of cold iron?
Well,
And
if you wanted
stuff?
to just buy the powder, I suppose I could probably sell you some for, well, I guess at market they would be perhaps 50 gold for a pouch of silver, 25 for a pouch of cold iron, and if you wanted me to actually use such powder to silver or cold iron your weapons, another 50 gold on top of that for reforging costs. But if you just want the powder, 50 or 25 gold.
That's so expensive. Don't you just have some lying around on the floor of the workshop? I mean, you know, dinging around all day. You're gonna make a little bit of iron scrap and whatnot.
I do, and I collect it to sell as powder or use for
That's
silvering
very smart
items.
business practices right there.
He nodded
Very,
his head
very
in agreement.
economic.
Indeed it
Yeah,
is.
I'll commend you. I'll commend you. Here's the problem though. I'm basically broke. So
How
good
much
day.
is it?
You want
How
cold
much-
iron powder? 25 gold.
I can give it to you, Frank.
I'm gonna be honest. It's a bit expensive. I
Do you
mean,
want it or not?
see this silver coin? I can probably make it from that, I imagine.
Okay,
I
so
mean-
you don't- okay.
I mean, you could. It
End
wouldn't
of
be
the
enough,
day-
but you could.
End of the day, I'm not healing you, so whatever it fucking takes for you to fuck off, I don't care.
End of the day, I can just force feed silver coins to a creature that's allergic to silver. Easy.
Yeah. Sure that'll go swimmingly and will be an easy feat to accomplish.
Especially for me.
Alright.
I'm pretty buff.
Yeah, alright. So, for all three of you, would you guys like to spend another day researching revenants and how to combat them? Or do something else?
I would like to speak with.
I'd like to buy food. Like, ingredients, basically.
Yeah, you can do so.
Is that cool? Where do I do you want to just do what we did with the fucking...
What kind of ingredients do you want to buy?
I don't know, just for food.
Yeah.
Chef.
You could probably buy, like, food ingredients for, like, 1 gold.
It's fucking alright. I was gonna say 10 gold before.
It's just, like, meal prep stuff, not that much.
Okay.
And that's for basically a whole
recommend-
slew of, stuff.
I'll put that in the bag of holding.
Yeah, nice.
I'm the only one using it, so might as well.
You can, of course, also do some crafting during this time, or buying of like potions and stuff. I believe you all still actually have.
like research for the health
think-
again.
Most of you still have your healing potions from before. I think Asher only
Mhm.
used 1 on that guard,
Uh-huh.
so you guys should still have those.
If they're
But
doing
I
stuff, I would
wanna-
like to research for the health thing.
All right.
I only have 1 healing potion.
I guess you.
I didn't think
Oh,
I have any.
yeah. I think you used one of yours during the wolf bite.
I did, but we only had one. Because
Oh, right. I used it during the wolf fight and I crit the healing, and then Astra got very upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember
Okay.
it clearly
for
now.
I fucking hate this, man. I fucking hate
Yeah,
it.
Astra. Your mind is filled with Elodia, as you can't concentrate on the mission ahead.
Alright, you want me back?
You're thinking of ways to like impress her with this mission, by completing this mission, but and that distracts you from actually learning about revenants.
Yeah, I'm thinking about telling him my real name. That's what I'm thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm
Do
going
we
to.
still not know your real name?
No.
No.
You won't. You guys won't. You guys can control me if you find out what it is.
Well, technically, Astra is her real name, but her even realer name.
It's like a nickname versus
A
like
realist name. A true name.
True name. That's basically what she's talking about.
Basically, if we know her true name and not a nickname, we can sue her.
Yes.
So we can control her. Just be like, if you don't do this, we'll sue.
Fuck.
It's a lovely heart right there.
Alright, Steampunk, you were gonna do something?
Yes. I still have my stuff of flowers and diamond that Frank gave me that I want to sell.
Alright. Let's see. Let me just quickly look up how much you can sell that for. I'm selling magical items. Okay. Alright, yeah. You can sell the, let's see. You can sell the Staff of Flowers for 50 gold. It is a common magic item. As well as the diamond. Did I put a gold worth with that
300.
diamond? 300?
Yeah.
You can sell the diamond for 300 gold.
Okay.
That's a lot of money.
Can I do the plus thing on the money? Like how I do with health?
What do you mean?
Like
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't calculate
how
for
I
the
do
money,
that.
so you have to actually add that together yourself.
so
So you would get
120.
350, and you already have...
I got 420.
Nice!
120 gold.
Nice! You're now rich.
I also want to speak with, I guess Saxa.
Alright. Oh, let me also... It is the next day. The new recruits are kind of at the training ground training. While some of the
Are they gonna
Look
be
at
like
that boy.
rebellious and
Yep.
try and break the rules?
Look
And
at
they
them
get punished?
boys.
We're gonna watch.
No, Dad, you're around bad influences.
They're all criminals. Tag, no. Yeah. So like, yeah, during the day, you'll notice that like the new recruits here are kind of doing some mock fights. Hag is actually, he's more of a range type, so he's shooting at the targets. While this
He's a
woman
ranged
is
type, and we gave him a
blasting
plus
said
one
targets
sword.
with magic. This guy is kind of like hitting the training dummy, and Necromancer is doing Necromancer stuff, man.
There's lots of chill touch happening.
Yeah, just chill touching a training dummy.
Jesus.
That sounds weird now that I've said it. But yeah, you go to Saxa. Saxa is a halfling elf woman. She is a professional monster slayer, and she voluntarily joined the pack. Like, yeah, kind of in the chapel after Ragna's daily sermon. But before Saxa leaves, you approach her.
You already know what I'm gonna ask.
What are you gonna ask?
I'm gonna ask her where I can find a dragonfly.
Let's see.
Your character doesn't really want that.
Well, the character wants one.
Yeah.
Doesn't know where to find them though.
I want my character to have it.
You don't know my character's motives.
Yes, I do.
You don't know his likes and dislikes.
And she has advantage on it because this is her thing. So, 24. Nice. Okay. So, Saxa will say, some dragonflies, eh? Normal-sized ones or giant ones?
I was looking for the giant kind.
If you're looking for giant kinds, some can kind of be found in the forests around the island. They can actually be found rather all over Armveither. Anywhere that you would normally find dragonflies. Sometimes they get really big.
Well, thank you very much for that information. Sorry for interrupting, but I'll leave you to your duties.
She nods.
And what have you.
Yeah, she nods. Says, good luck on that revenant hunt.
Thank you very much.
And, actually, she will, hand you a scroll.
How did she know we're doing
Oh.
the Revenant hunt? If she's not the Revenant itself, kill her!
Dun.
Maybe she has a special cunning hearing.
Yeah, so she hands you a scroll, and it is a scroll of, as I very quickly look up the spell.
I'm gonna regret this, but is it okay if we finish early tonight?
Yeah, that's fine. I was actually going to end a bit early so that we do the what the fuck happened to my brain just then? We'll do the Revenant hunt next time since we're kind of already in the latter half of the session anyways. Okay, yeah, so she hands you a scroll of Hunter's Mark. There it is. So basically what this is you can invoke this spell scroll, and I kind of normally, by normal D&D rules, if you're not like a caster of that class, you can't use the spell scroll. I've kind of done away with that. Anyone can use spell scrolls of any class. It just affects like the difficulty to use it. So you can expend this spell scroll to cast the level 1 spell Hunter's Mark. So as a bonus action. So this lasts for an hour. And basically with Hunter's Mark, you choose a creature that you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival checks you make to find it. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature. And you get it as a first level spell scroll.
Cool.
So I will copy paste that onto the Discord, just so that. And that we don't forget for next time. Alright, there you go. I wrote scroll the Hunter's Mark. Yep. There you go.
See it.
And
Cool.
basically the way using it as you can either give that scroll to one of the spellcasters, they would have an easier time casting it, or you could try using it yourself, at which point you would have to pass, like, I believe a DC 15 Arcana check in order for it to cast successfully without any mishaps, shall we say, in addition to the spell effect.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Do you guys want to do anything before we finish up?
Die.
I have questions about spells, actually.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm setting up Shadow Loggy,
Mm-hmm.
Shadow Blade.
Packed loggy.
Yeah. And I am wondering about mechanics of it. So
How do
it
you-
says that it counts as a simple melee weapon with which you are proficient. And
of which
it
a
deals
mace
2d8 psychic damage on a
Oh,
hit
wait.
and has light, finesse, and thrown.
Oh, is this
20
a spell? Never mind.
/ 60. In addition, when using the sword in to attack a target that is in dim or darkness, you make the attack with advantage. My question is, do I add the strength mod to that like a normal weapon? Since it counts as a simple melee?
Hold on. Is this
Or-
a spell?
Yes, it's a second level warlock spell called Shadow Blade.
Ah, there it is.
Is it okay if I drop off, or are we still? going
Yeah. We're
to-
gonna
yeah, I
end
need
soon.
to lay down.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, we're probably gonna end after this scene, anyways. So let's see. You weave together threads. Amplified gloom in your hand. Counts as a simple melee weapon with which you are proficient. It deals. So, what exactly is the question? Again?
So you know how with a normal melee weapon it says it's like a D8 or
Yeah.
2D
like the weapon
6,
damage?
whatever. Yeah. Do I add the like strength?
I
to
don't
that, or
think
dex?
so. I think that in terms of, I think the simple melee weapon thing is just there to like show that what its weapon type is, with regards to weapon proficiency. But I think otherwise it just does 2d8.
Okay.
So that is my ruling on it for now. I learn that it does the, in addition to the simple weapon things, I'll let you know.
Okay. The other thing I want to know is because I want to customize it to be nature themed and all that sort of stuff with like vines.
There's Archfey, yeah.
What should I do for that? Like,
So
should
yeah,
I
flavor
should I have like
wise,
vines or some?
flavor wise, you can have it look like whatever you want. If you want it to be shadowy and stuff, that would still make sense for your Archfey pact, as the gloaming court is a thing. And they're kind of more darker, like eviler Fey. But if you want to go for more nature, yeah, you could have it be like a weapon made out of like some mystical type of wood or vines, flowers, even if you wanted to.
I actually like the idea of the darker side of things because
it could be like a piece of stick with like a berry fruit on the end of it, and it serves as a mace effectively.
Yeah, what I want to do as well is I want to have it so that like the Shadow Blade is just wrapped around Loggy. So I'm still using Loggy except Shadow Blade Loggy.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Also, Loggy has a face on him, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, he's like
I like imagine
carved faces.
Blank from Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Yeah, except less happy, I think.
Less happy. Stoic faced.
All right. That's
Loggy is unhappy with your choice of being my enemy. Alright. Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay. So, would you
I
guys...
have a question.
Yeah?
So for the crit for this, would that be 2d8 as well?
Ooh. Um, that's a good question. Okay, yeah, it is to hit. Has the finesse and light and thrown properties. Magic damage. Addition, when you use the sword to attack a target that is in dim light or darkness, make it the attack roll with advantage. Ooh. That's cool. I would
have
say
asked the
no
tricky
crit for now. Or actually,
Okay.
yeah, 2d, an additional 2d8 for crit. Sure.
Okay. 2d8 for crit. Okay, cool.
Yeah, since it is a weapon attack.
There
And
is
then
no saving.
when cast at higher levels, it does, increases by 1d8. Alright, any other questions?
How's your day been?
My day has been, well, I made a battle map earlier, which you lurked for, which will probably be used next time. But that's fine. It just means I can get more quests hammered out, more maps hammered out. So, how many... Oof. Hold on, that doesn't seem right.
I put the crit range to 1 because I wanted to see what it would
okay.
look like with the crit. I rolled 4 because I got 2 2s.
Damn. Very nice, yeah. The downside to sharpshooter is it, makes it harder for you to hit things. But when you do, my god.
And then there's mine.
Does sharpshooter only work as its one thing, or could I hypothetically use...
I make the culinary crits.
Could I
Alright, what was
mix...
that? Or H?
Could I mix sharpshooter with my arcane shot, or are they just separate?
Arcane shot is... Actually, I think you can stack it. Because arcane shot just procs when, on a weapon attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can stack it. Basically, the way you would do this
say-
is, during combat, you would, announce, hey, I'm attacking with my sharpshooter feat. So, to indicate to me that, that's happening. And then you can also say, I'd also like to put my arcane shot on it.
Oh, actually, this is another thing that I wanted to ask, Ryder.
Yeah.
So if I have the Shadow Blade on Loggy, that's a concentration spell, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then if I use Green Flame Blade, because that just says that you wrap the weapon you're using, and it's not a concentration. Let me. Okay.
Ooh.
So my question is, would they stack? Could I do Green Flame Blade and Shadow Loggy in the one turn, basically? Because if I can, I'm going to be using it all the time.
That is a good question. I suppose you could.
Should you though? Yes, you should.
Yeah, I think you could. I don't see why not.
I like this.
All right, now you just need to take like 2 levels in Paladin to also add Divine Smite on top of that.
Oh,
and then-
actually, I was going to get that at level 5.
And then,
oh, sorry, level
like,
6.
And then you take some Ranger levels to get favored enemies so that you get an additional like +2. And Hunter's Mark. Or no, that one's concentration.
What I was actually going to get though was Eldritch Smite. Yeah, because you can get that at level 5 in Warlock. So I'm just like, Eldritch Smite plus this plus that. Yes.
I love you, but I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So is there any additional things that the party does to prepare before venturing forth to the end of session?
No.
All right.
To spare Kayla.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Frank has thought of everything that he can think of because his brain not very big, so he can't think big things, unfortunately.
All right. Yeah. So I will make a note to myself to remind you guys what all you learned about the Revenant for the upcoming hunt. But we will end it here for today. A nice downtime session.
If I end up hitting my sharpshooter with, let's just say I somehow get nat 20s across the board, I would be doing 30 damage.
Yep. Yes, you would.
That's if you hit, which I mean, if we're talking
Yeah.
about you with the crossbow so far.
Oof.
I'm sorry.
If we're talking about me with bursting arrow, never hitting, never in a million years.
Never ever. Like, doesn't happen. No records of it.
Unless it's like a fucking AC1.
Yep.
Also, the 10 doesn't crit, does it? It's a flat number.
Yeah, it's the 6.
Well, if you roll a nat 20, you roll a nat 20. Like, it still counts as a crit, even if it, like, brings the modifier to make it so that it's below 20. But yeah, that was Forest of Rumors, episode 8. Wow. It does not feel like we've done 8 episodes. What the fuck?
I know.
And it won't feel like we've done 30 eventually.
Yeah. Yep. True.
What's the longest sessions you guys have both had?
Like, campaign-wise?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Probably like 20 or so.
For me, the longest campaign I've been on hasn't ended yet, and it's been about 3 years.
Jeez.
Nice.
Well, there were a lot of like breaks as well, but
Yeah.
that was a Pathfinder game where we're above level 20 now. We're like
Nice.
level 30, I think.
Nice.
So, because there's no rules about going above 20.
Okay, so I'm going to end my stream. Cap, are you gonna keep streaming, or shall we?
No,
somebody else?
I will. Yeah, I will be ending as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty then. All right, so BRB. All right. So that was Forest of Rumors. A nice little downtime session, as well as them getting some of the prep for the next hunt underway. Let's see. Who is... No one that I really watch is streaming right now. Oh no, Camp is rating me. I went to his channel to see who Cap was rating. So that we could do the same. But no, apparently he's raiding me. Who's this guy? Do I know this guy? What is this? I don't recognize him, but I kind of recognize him. Alright, we are going to raid a guy. Oh, hey. Wow, look at that. A raid right at the end of stream. Whoa, who could have predicted this? Wow. Welcome, raiders, to my channel. I was the GM for this session. I'm deciding who to raid in this double raid. So let's see. Such a surprise? Yeah.